Hello everyone and welcome back to Realms of Alovar, Gleaming Wildfire. Last we left off, two big dragons and a lot more dragons started attacking Amaryllis and Cyrillis's new family home in the kingdom of Silvaron. Krios' parents are back at home, back at the palace, being hopefully safe. And Draco Yavier has challenged Aaron to a duel, to which Aaron recruited Ramses to aid him. So we got a giant rock, a griffin, and the riders versus an adult dragon and its rider. And the rest of
just a boulder.
Yeah. It's just a boulder. And then we have Raikhan the Cruel, who is facing down with his two great-grandchildren and their friends. They have two NPCs joining the party in the form of Tyros the Barbarian, General of Silvaron, and Grigor, because Grigor, I didn't intend for him to be so involved in the plot, but then Varvara went, "Give me hot dragon man," so now he doesn't get to leave.
Exactly.
And Val got a new camera, so I'm imagining lots of tricks tonight. I said two NPCs because Aaron will not be an NPC tonight. Jake is going to reprise his role as Aaron Kaliakin and fight his best friend.
Yeah.
Because his other best friend is dead and hanging as a skull. Sorry, Cindy.
That's rough, buddy.
A moment. Oof.
Now,
Drum.
I need initiative rolls.
Oh shit. This will be fine, everybody. I'm sure.
All right. I will say, let's go around for you guys first. Amaryllis.
This is a good sign. I rolled a nat 20 right off the bat. Plus 3, so 23.
Okay, 23. Ramses.
Really rare.
Ramses. You're muted.
I am muted. Ramsey's got 10.
Uh-oh.
Cyrillis.
Sorry.
Also 23.
Who has higher dex between the two of you?
I have 19.
What do you have, Amaryllis, for dex?
Fight my cat in the background already. My dex is 16. Wait, plus 3. What am I looking at?
You're looking at your dex, so that means Cyrillis will go before Amaryllis. Thea! What'd you get?
Crushing. A 10.
I know you have higher dex than Ramses, so...
I do.
Rude.
Yeah, I maxed out on Dex.
Krios.
I also got a nat 20 for a 23 total. My dex is 17.
So you will go second of the three of you. Varvara.
22.
Jeez, y'all are real good. Aaron.
I didn't roll a nat 20, so 27.
All right, well, Grigor got a 4.
Wow.
Tyros got a 25. Draco and Brutus, who will take the same initiative, they got a 24. And Raikhan the Cruel, I actually have to roll his. I forgot to roll his. That is a 7 on the die for a total of 20.
Gross.
So he, with a 20, is the third to last to go. Fourth to last. But first...
What was Tyros's initiative again?
25.
Thank you.
So the initiative order from top to bottom: Aaron, Tyros, Draco and Brutus, Cyrillus, Krios, Amaryllis, Varvara,
Oh shit.
and then after Varvara, it is Raikhan, then Thea, then Ramses, then Grigor. So hey, Big Dragon goes towards the end, so that's probably good for you guys. He can't just breath weapon right away.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
yeah, I mean,
So Aaron, as Aaron flies towards Draco, Draco just has his halberd on his shoulder as he's standing and holding the reins for Brutus, and he just looks at him. It's like, "Oh man, you had to call backup? I guess you weren't really good at fighting one-on-one. Let's see if you've gotten any better with that bow, boy."
I told you a long time ago, Draco. All I need to do is go before you, and then I'm gonna do that. Okay, so thanks to assassinate as part of my assassin rogue, I have advantage against any creature who is not gone in combat yet. So I'm gonna unleash hell.
Level 7. I think I told you he's level 17 or level 18. 17. 17. Aaron.
18.
17. 17.
All right. So, with my Dragon's Wrath longbow, I only have one d20. Okay. So that is either. Okay, I will take the 24 to hit.
24 to hit. He's going to use his reaction to cast shield, and that now misses.
Bastard. Okay, so I need to get higher than that. Easy money. Next attack. 28.
That does hit.
Okay. So 5 points of lightning damage, plus 12 points of magical piercing damage.
Said 5 points of lightning.
Yes, and I will go ahead and
So that will be reduced to 2.
noted. And I will go ahead and add my sneak attack onto that as well for an additional maximum another 18 points of damage on top of that.
Hell yeah.
Give me just a second. I have a lot of shit. Third attack. 30 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And let me look at my arcane shots.
So I can just see the background moving in Cindy's face cam because Floki is just running back and forth back there.
I'm like, please don't follow me. Please don't follow me. I'm feeling like the more I ignore her, the less likely it will.
Okay.
Okay, so that is going to be damage on top of that is going to be 6 points of lightning damage, half down to 3, plus 11 points of magical piercing damage. I need him to make a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That is a 19 on the die, so
Fair enough. He takes an additional on top of that 7 points of psychic damage.
okay.
Sorry guys. This is going to take a minute because I am going to action surge. And shoot him 3 more times. All still with advantage. So either 27 to hit.
27 just hits with his shield.
Noted. So that is
He's a super paladin in full plate. So.
I'm aware. So that is 4 points of lightning damage, half to 2, plus 9 piercing. That is another 30 to hit.
Yup.
So that is 9 points of lightning damage, I guess half to 4, plus 10 points of piercing damage. Last one is going to be 32 to hit.
Uh-huh.
And that is going to be 5 points of lightning damage and another 9 points of piercing damage. And then are there these bits of fire on the ground, are there perhaps, say, thick clouds of smoke in the air?
There are, but remember, Brutus is now an adult dragon.
Yes. I don't know what you're
True sight.
Oh yeah, I don't care if Brutus can see me. Draco's who I'm worried about.
Okay.
I will use my bonus action to, I guess, I'm gonna move myself above one of the pits of fire. We're gonna bank off to back here, and I will use my bonus action to hide.
Roll me stealth.
So much. 31.
31? Okay.
Yeah. And hey, at least no one else can hit me. And let me just check, because I do technically have access to 2 bonus actions. Oh, could I, on one of those shots that missed, I forgot I have this ability, could I perhaps use a curving shot to re-roll the attack against Raikhan?
You can certainly try to do that, yes.
I would love to try, because why the
You know,
hell not?
I would say he's so far down, but he's also so big.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, that still works. That tracks.
I mean, it's a 30 to hit.
Yeah, 30 hits.
Okay. So that is 7 points of lightning damage and 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Fuck ton of arrows and then pissing off into a cloud.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
So before your turn, at the end of your turn, Raikhan feels that arrow hit him, and because of that, his eyes are going to glow, and he's going to use one of his legendary actions, and he is going to, his eyes glow red and then green, and you're going to see, like, right where you are, a bunch of what look like green flame lances are going to surround you, and it's going to use one of its 3 legendary action slots to use. It's not technically a spell. It's just simply called Flame Lance. I need a dex save from Aaron. Varvara.
There we go. I'm going to use Indomitable because I just rolled a nat 1.
Very smart use of Indomitable.
So much higher. A dex save. 24.
24. You will take half damage, and you are not knocked prone, which would have knocked you out of the sky.
I am aware.
Off of your rock's back in this. But since that didn't happen, you're just going to take half of the... So there are 5 spears, so that is 5d12 fire damage.
That's why I took the tough feat so long ago.
4, 16, 24, 36, 48 fire damage, halved to 24. And that uses one of his legendary actions. That did not use his reaction. Legendary reaction, different pool they draw from. But now we move on to next in initiative order, which is Draco and Brutus. So Draco is going to... These arrows are going to pierce him, and he's just going to... And then he sees you go into the smoke, and he goes, "Man, that's a neat trick. Probably would have worked a couple of years ago." And he's going to use his bonus action to use Draconic Bond to get the abilities of his dragon, including True Sight. And he and Draco are going to run... They're going to fly actually right here, specifically. So hard to put things on other things. And for his turn, he's going... Oh, you forgot to do the rock's turn, by the way. Which we can do... We'll do that after Draco's, just to be fair.
I honestly wasn't gonna... I couldn't think of anything for the rock to do that turn other than simply be my movement, so...
Okay, that's fair. So Draco is going to, as he's swinging by, he's going to swing at you with his halberd. And that is going to be total of 26 to hit.
Let me see. Well, probably. Let me just double check.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that does hit.
He's gonna pump a 3rd level smite into this.
As he would.
So first, let's do the slashing damage. That is going to be 17 slashing, and I'm going to roll this 5d8 on D&D Beyond. That is going to be 21 radiant damage.
Okay. So that was oh fuck! I've already forgotten the number. It was 23 radiant plus. Shit.
I still have the D10 is still here. It's 17 slashing, I think it was. But if I said something different before, I did the math wrong.
Okay.
17 slashing.
23, 17, 40. I will use my reaction, uncanny dodge, have that down to 20.
Smart.
Yeah.
So he is going to, so we'll say the way that looks is he swings the halberd, you dodge the halberd completely, but then the radiant damage of the smite spikes out of it and smacks into you. And he's going to try to do his second attack. That's above 30 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
So for the halberd damage, that is going to be 22 slashing. Then he's going to... Aaron's his target. He wants to deal with old friends first, so he's going to pump a 5th level smite, his only one.
Should have maybe saved that uncanny dodge.
But this is the only one he has, so let's hope he rolls bad. So that's 7d8 radiant damage. Because of improved smite, he gets an extra d8 on every radiant attack. 5, 13, 15, 23, 30, 33, it's one more, 41 radiant damage.
63.
Boy, I'm really glad he didn't crit that.
Wouldn't have mattered, bitch.
Oh yeah, you got the adamantine plate.
I'm gonna be real aggro tonight.
Meanwhile, Brutus is not going to use his breath weapon yet. He is going to multi-attack the rock. So that's 2 attacks because of the way I did Oath of the Dragon Rider. It gets 2 attacks as an adult dragon, not 3. Bite attack first. That is a 16 to hit. I know that misses.
That's just a miss.
Claw attack is a natural 20.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So that's
I
going
suppose
to...
my rock has adamantine armor, too.
No. So 2 6s and a 1 on those 3d6s. So 12, 13 plus 8, 21 times 2, 42 slashing.
To the rock, okay.
And then Brutus is just going to look up at Aaron, and there's like going to be a minute in his eyes where he kind of looks sad. Brutus looks up and sees Aaron. But then he steels himself, and you kind of see, and Aaron, you can kind of tell Brutus is only doing this out of love for Draco. He's not doing this because of his god or anything. He doesn't want to hurt you, but you hurt Draco.
If I may, no, I'll wait.
Yeah. Okay. So that's Draco and Brutus's turn. Next up, I skipped Tyros. We'll just do Tyros now. Tyros is gonna rage, unga bunga his way over to Raikhan, and just start swinging. And Tyros, being a Berserker Barbarian this turn, does not get his 3rd attack because he uses bonus action to rage. But from now on, he will be. And he's going to Reckless all of these because he's Tyros, and he's kind of a dumbass, but we love him. Good thing he has Reckless. That was a nat 1. Good thing no one's close enough to get hit by him. That hits. He's going to hit Grandpappy Dragon. Woo! Max damage. That's 25 slashing damage. Math. Second attack. Another nat 1. Thankfully, he's doing reckless, and that's a total of 14 to hit. That does not hit on the second attack. Oh no. I'm rolling bad when it's the people helping you guys. Let's hope it doesn't stay that way. That's Tyrus's turn. I'm not doing it on purpose, Jack. Don't hurt me. So next up in the initiative order is the three of you, starting with Cyrillus, then Krios, then Amaryllis. So Cyrillus, you are up first.
Amazing. Cyrillus is going to attune the barrier tattoo that she has.
Mm-hmm.
So now her AC is all of 17.
Woo!
Fine. Woo! She's doing so good. And then can I cast a thing? How far away is?
Oh, Grandpappy Dragon is about from.
Oh no, I don't want to know that. I want to know how far away in the sky our friend is.
Oh wait, hold on. I need to get. You were on the map, and then Roll20 deleted you off the map. What the fuck?
I love that for us.
Where's Cyrillus? Get on the map, you foolish fool. I'll put you right next to Amaryllis. So your friends are about 100 feet in the air, and link distance-wise from you specifically. Are you talking for Aaron and his rock? They're about 55 feet away and 100 feet up.
Damn it. Okay, cool. Then Cyrillus is literally just gonna pop off Bardic Inspiration to her brother.
Okay. What do let's have fun. What do you say to Amaryllis as you inspire him?
Dad's armor looks really good on you.
Oh.
And then that's it. That's it for her. She is going to save stuff.
That was really fucking cute. I'm not crying, you're crying. What? Alright. Now it is Krios. Krios, standing before you is Raikhan the Cruel, the dragon that is the source of all of your kingdom's misfortune. Everything that's befallen you and Amaryllis is this thing is somewhat responsible in one way or another. And he's here now for you to deal with. To end your king's nightmares.
Time to get active, yo. Krios will just kick it off with a Godfrey witness my deeds, as he just looks down, and then I'm gonna sorcery points. I'm gonna use 2 of them things. We're gonna do a quicken spell, hold monster on Grandpappy Dragon. Let's go gambling. And we're just gonna
okay.
try to pop that.
Whew.
It'll be a 17 wisdom saving throw.
With a 3 on the die, that is an 18.
You're fucking kidding.
So, everybody got silver barbs. Everybody got silver barbs.
So his his highest stat is charisma, and his second highest is wisdom, even above strength. So
Noted.
he is with that. You can kind of tell, but I will say, I'll give you this: you try to capture hold monster on him, and as he looks at you, you don't sense a vicious monster, like a beast, as you expected. There's magic all around him. This dragon, even though he is a green flame dragon, might have some sorcery prepared.
I don't like it.
Which usually only magi dragons can do that, ever. So that's concerning.
So when you say has sorcery prepared, What do you mean? I want to make sure I'm following.
You can feel sorceress magic similar to your own flowing through him.
Oh, I see, I
Which
see.
which is not ever been recorded in anything but a Magi dragon.
Got it.
Which he is not.
Okay. Clocked. Okay. I see your game, Grandpa Dragon.
I love how the main antagonist of Act 1 has been reduced to Grandpappy Dragon.
We gotta keep him humble somehow. He's just throwing a.
Listen,
is he not?
It's my fault. I decided to be like, you know what? He's Amaryllis' grandpa. More trauma for Amaryllis and Cyrillus.
Dude's throwing an eon long tantrum. We're gonna belittle him a little bit.
Oh no,
let's
he's Raphael.
Exactly. All right, so unlucky on the whole monster. So instead, Chris will stick to what he knows, and that's ice. And so we're gonna pop off like a 3rd level ice knife, just a little something. Yeah, I'm gonna pop a 3rd level ice knife, and we'll see if this shit hits. Please hit. Oh, let's fucking go. Not only did it crit, I meant to say not only did it hit, it crit. It's a 20, nat 20, 29 total.
Silvery barbs.
Ha!
Actually, wait. Do any of you have silvery barbs, actually? Do you have it? You know what? I'm going to be fair then. He doesn't. I will replace silvery barbs with something else because you guys don't have it. And I don't think it's fair for a villain to have silvery barbs if you guys don't. So, that nat 20 goes through, Krios.
Thank you so much.
And he's not going to waste a spell slot on a counter spell on that.
Cool. Okay. Wow. Thank gosh. Thank Godfrey. Or I don't know. Thank the gods. Whoever. Who wants thanks. Alright, cool. And I'm gonna roll for damage. So as far as
Remember, roll everything and just double it. And that's how
Right.
these crits work, baby. I know it's been a while since Krios has been in combat because he wasn't there for Varvara hammer timing the Baylor.
Hey, we love to see it. Hold on, I gotta. Sorry, like reading for math. When you cast this spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, the cold damage increases by 1d6 for each slot level above 1. Since it's at 3d6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's roll them. Okay, so that's 20 total on the ice damage.
Is that pre-crit or post-crit?
I
Is it-
guess this is.
Is it already doubled?
Oh no, it was 10 times 2, 20 total.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's post-crit.
Post-crit,
for the
yeah.
ice. And then for the piercing is 16 total. Post-crit.
Nice. You stabbed him.
What's that? 36 total.
You know, Krios got stabbed with so many weird knives that just appeared out of nowhere, he started throwing them himself.
Yeah, you could say he's inspired. And yeah, I'll end the turn there.
All right, and that leads it to Amaryllis.
Okay. I hate that all my spells are wisdom saves. I'm gonna start off with using my bonus action to do Revelation of Flesh and gain my flying speed equal to my walking.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he's all the way back here, but he immediately wants to like start working his way up there to do. So he's gonna do that and go just hover 30 feet up in the air. And then for action, I think first we'll do. We're just gonna cast. Where did it go? This right there. Why are there so many spells? Okay, Hunger of Hadar. Right on top or underneath Dragon Man.
Okay.
So, black tentacles are gonna. Oh wait, yeah, no, not the one. Yeah, that one's okay. This one's the void. Basically, opens above him, not below him. Dark between the stars in a region of unknown horrors. And basically, 20-foot radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold. It's just gonna appear on top of him.
Okay.
The void is filled with cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises. I had to read it. If I had to read it, you guys have to hear it. That can be heard up to 30 feet away. No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area, and creatures fully within the area are blinded. The void creates a rapid fabric of space, and the area is a difficult terrain. Any creature that starts his turn there is you have to, and the area takes 2d6 cold damage, and then any creature that ends his turn there, that's when you'll do if any creature that ends its turn in the area must succeed dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 acid damage of milky, otherworldly tentacles rub against it. It's a very odd spell. I hate it. I just had
You read it? I'm gonna make the noise. I'm just gonna make the noises.
to read it to you guys. Yeah. The whole thing.
It just sounds like a very moist time for the Drek.
I'm so sorry.
Jack's gonna kill me.
Just float in the air, and there's just tentacles making weird sounds. And I'm so sorry, Dragon.
Is that your turn?
Yep, and then that's a concentration in 1 minute, so we're just gonna keep that going. You stay in that spot.
Okay. And at the end of that, it is Varvara.
Hello. What about us turn? Okay.
Probably caught doing the same thing Tyrus did. Run up and bonk.
I mean,
Barbarians!
what can the barbarian do? Well, first of all, I always forget to roleplay with my cat. But, just for your information, the cat is always around Varvara's shoulders if there is no roleplay going on. So at this point, Varvara is going to turn to Truce, her cat, and be like, you know, this grandpuppy is a little bit too big for my taste. How do you feel about matching the energy a little bit, Truce, huh?
I love the spirit, but I can't get that big!
Well, we shall try, shall we? And then Barbara is going to go into rage. So she'll pick up her hammer and go, in the power of Horgos!
And now she's
All of a
large.
sudden, Barbara, muscles start growing bigger. Legs start growing bigger. The cat is all of a sudden turning into a panther, and Barbara flips, doing a battle cry. Right on top of the cat.
And now she is the same height as Uraf.
Don't do my girl like that, okay? She thinks she's big now.
You're taller than your boyfriend now, so.
Yes, exactly. So, and my boyfriend likes it. Okay. So at this point, I do want to do reckless attack.
Okay.
So we're gonna go for that, and we're going to attack with our Stone King's hammer, obviously the grandpappy, because he's a little bit too cocky right now. So I have 2d6, and with all the extra modifications, it's going to be a plus 20.
Okay.
Oh, right, and I have to do the hit thing.
Hey, what's that
Okay.
cone on the map?
What? Nothing.
Excuses. So, 26 to hit.
26 to hit? Yeah, that does hit.
Okay. So, alright, so I'm gonna roll my dice now. Where's my d6?
I'm just gonna say, one of my favorite things in this campaign is when we're in battle and just seeing Pyrea talking in chat, being like, "Stop that! Don't do that!" Like, to me. See, she does it in private.
Okay.
Jake just tells me to my face, "Hey, illegal."
Yeah, fuck you.
Okay. So that will be 27 in total.
Woohoo!
And I get the second attack, don't I?
Yep, you are a barbarian. You get 2 smacks. Forever. But it stays at 2 forever. It's probably
Alright.
probably just because they hit so hard.
Okay. Alright, Truce, bring me up a little closer. Let's hit this motherfucker another time. And I'm rolling to hit once again here, and this is 28, and I believe that hits.
Mm-hmm. I will say, as you hit him with the hammer the second time, like as you're swinging, he looks at you and telepathically just goes, "The Hammer of Horgoth. I thought a worthy member of your family would be wielding it against me. But I suppose you're all your father had left to give it to, aren't you?"
My brother's still alive. He's the king of Horgos now, and he's as worthy as anyone. But I get to keep the hammer because I am strong as stone, and twice as I'm feeling.
Let's test that, shall we?
Let's go, grandpappy.
And you did hit, so roll your damage.
What's my damage? It is a 9 plus 20, 29. And she'll go, "Arena!" because she's so pissed at him right now.
That's a lot of damage. Alright, so, yeah, is that your turn? Well, I guess bonus action movement.
Yep, I'm pretty sure that's all I can do right now.
At the end of your turn ends, it is now his turn. And he is just going to... If a dragon could smile, he's got the biggest grin on his face. He's going to look at Amaryllis and Cyrillus and just say, "I think I'll make you both watch as I take everything you love first before I kill you. Unless, of course, you kneel." Then he's going to shimmy right here. And this breath weapon is actually... It is...
Also
Well,
take that damage.
it's not a cone, it's a square, it's a beam. But it's 20 feet wide, so...
Fucking Godzilla.
Yeah. So I gotta do 20 foot wide. Yeah, so it's basically this. In front of him. And this will still hit Amaryllis, but... This is going to be... You're going to see his neck, like, well up. Like a venomous lizard about to spit poison. But then as it goes into his mouth, he opens and flames mix with the poison. As he is going to use his venomous flame breath. I need everyone to give me Constitution saving throws. Everyone except for Jake in general and Cyrillus. Well, that includes Tyros and Grigor. Ooh, good thing he has advantage.
Aaron just like leans over the rock and she goes, "Ew."
Tyros passes with a 23. Grigor fails, but will take half of the fire damage. But he'll take the full poison. Alright. What'd you get, Varvara, for your con save? I cannot hear you. Okay, we'll come to you last. Amaryllis, what'd you get on your con save?
14.
Krios, what'd you get?
BBL 20.
BBL. Thank you. I've never heard it called that before. Thea?
A 19.
Okay, Varvara?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So how does it work with advantage against poison? Because I have advantage, but does it apply to the other damage?
So you have advantage against being poisoned, correct? Or is it does it say poison damage or against being poisoned?
It just says against poison.
I hate the phrasing of that, because that could mean poison damage or being poisoned. What'd you get on your con save first?
So the first one was 17. Yeah.
Okay, so if it saves against poison, I think that implies con saves against being poisoned. since it's con saves against being poisoned. So you don't pass. In fact, raise your hand if you got above a 19 or higher on your con save.
I got a 19. Meets it, beats it.
Okay, so you two and Tyros are fine. Grigor, Amaryllis, and Varvara are not. So I'm going to roll this. First, I will roll the 8d6 fire damage.
I beg your pardon?
That is 28 fire, halved for 14 to Grigor. And halved for anyone who passed. So for Tyros as well, that's only 14.
Use my uncanny dodge to half it again.
Yeah, down to, well, okay, yeah, you can use Uncanny Dodge to have that to 7, and also just remember that for the poison damage, because it's all the same attack. Poison damage is going to be 8d8. That's a lot of 8s.
Could I use a reaction to absorb spells for at least the poison?
You won't have to. I'll show you why. So with 8d8, that is going to be 53 poison damage, halved to 26. Almost rolled max damage on that. But you're going to hear someone just say, "Nope!" As the fire's about to hit you, Amaryllis. Tyros is going to take the full damage to run and push you out of the way. And Tyros will take the full damage for you.
Tyros.
So that was 28 fire for Tyros, but you already have to 14. Actually, no, he's going to take full now because he's doing that. So another 14 minus another 14.
Did he take the fire and the poison?
Uh-huh. It's all one blast. He made sure you didn't get hit. And then the full 53 fire, or poison. But good news, he's a bear wild heart, so he takes half anyway. So he's...
Sorry, what was the fire damage?
53.
And poison?
Or no, the fire was 28 and the poison was 53. But that breath weapon he can only do once per combat. Now he's just stuck with his normal fire breath and poison breath. But he still has to roll a d6 to see if he gets his breath weapon back, period. That's his action. And for his bonus action, he's going to quicken spell.
Oh.
And look at Krios and be like, "Let's see how you like it." And he's going to cast Hold Person on Krios. I need a wisdom save, my guy.
I agree. I'm going to counterspell that.
Okay. You counterspell it. He smiles and he goes, "Well, it seems you've got some fight in you. Good. I'd hate for all of House Halakir to die tonight."
What? Excuse?
You will fall. And when you do, I will smile. And that's all Krios says.
He lingers on you for a minute, Krios, and then he just goes, "Tyrax always gets his due. And somebody may have promised you to him." And then he's just going to turn his head, and that's the end of his turn. Now we get to the people who rolled bad. Okay. Thea, you're up.
That's me. Amazing. Thea is... I can use a sneak attack because he's within 5 foot of an ally, right?
Yes.
because my allies are right there. Cool. So I'll start off using my sneak attack, and you'll see her draw a blade. I have to see if this first attack hits Grandpappy before I can do my bonus action. So let me see.
Is this one of your fun blades?
Yeah, I have a feeling a 17 might hit.
No, it glances up, but Krios, you see a familiar purple blade. You see her throw it and bounce off the scales, and you recognize that because it was in your shoulder. Because you've never seen her throw one. You now realize why you've had knives in your shoulder.
Oh yeah, definitely. But my sneak attack would still hit even though my attack doesn't hit. I'm pretty positive.
No,
it does not.
You have to hit
Does
with the
not.
attack first.
Damn, yeah, you are correct. Yep. I love everything about that. Cool.
Rogues!
Yeah.
They hit really hard when they hit.
Yeah, they do, but you gotta hit first. So I'm gonna go ahead and just. Oh, he's tall. He can see over any of the kind of terrain there. But is there any way that on the map here I can use my movement to go like by this left log over here? I'm trying to move and it's like not letting me. Would that give me a little bit of like partial kind of cover?
Maybe not cover, but it keeps you guys less bunched up.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. I love everything about that turn. All right, I'm done!
Ramses!
Okay. What is the speed of the griffin and the rock? Those are the
Right. So the rock has 100 feet flying speed, and the griffin has 65.
Add that so I don't forget. Fantastic. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able...
I'll have a more fleshed out staff block for your griffin after this fight. That's like a full one.
Oh. Okay. Okay, cool. So, with 65 feet, we can get here. Cole, is that large enough to... Is that a good enough angle to flank at?
Normally it wouldn't be because I require, for creatures large and bigger, you have to fully surround with 4. However, since you are 2 large creatures flanking a huge creature, I will count it.
Yay! Cool. In that case, then, Ramses is gonna go for Draco.
Okay.
Because yeah. So that will be. Excuse me. Let me just check real quick. Jesus Christ, so much shit to keep track of.
You're basically a mini DM tonight.
I am. This is how I feel when I DM.
Listen, I'm glad you're doing it.
I'm going to use my bonus action to... I'm going to cast Bane on... Actually, no, he's a paladin, and I don't know what paladins do. I know it's a charisma saving throw. So I won't cast Bane. I will instead... Jesus fucking Christ. I'll just cast Hunter's Mark for now on Draco.
Okay.
And I will make my 2 attacks at him.
As you fly up and start swinging, he goes, had to get a lesser beast, huh?
As Ramses flies up, he looks at Brutus and then Draco, and he says, "Even now, I hope you do not experience the loss that I have." And attack twice. First one is going to be 27 to hit.
27. does hit.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and just 3rd level smite him. While the getting's good. So give me just a second. There's a lot of extra shit happening right now. Jesus Christ. Okay, so I improved Divine Smite, so he takes...
An extra D8. You get an extra D8 on your smite damage.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you get that D8 with any attack, but, like,
Yeah.
just add it onto your smite, so...
2d8 plus an additional 4d8 radiant damage.
Uh-huh.
Plus a d8 from my spear. So I'm gonna...
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
So that is 13, 14... 17 from the smite.
17 radiant damage.
Yeah, and then the weapon.
Okay.
And 5 additional for the improved smite, and then for the spear.
That's 23 or 22. 22.
That is going to be 11 from the spear.
All right.
Oh, and Hunter's Mark
Okay.
for another 4. And now my second attack. Jesus.
Before your second attack goes off, he uses his reaction to use his Radiant Retort.
Makes sense.
Meaning, any creature that hits this creature with radiant damage takes double the radiant damage back.
What the fuck is that?
It is a thing introduced in the new rules. It came from Boulder's Gate, and it came from Boulder's Gate, technically.
Bro.
Can I quibble for a brief moment?
I've been using the new... So what I'm going to do is, because it says double because of the new rule, I will say you take the normal damage back. And rules as written, it does not use his reaction. I'm going to make it use his reaction.
Okay, I was about to say, that's fucking garbage.
Yeah, this is why on Honor Mode you don't bring Shadowheart to the House of Hope. Because she dies instantly. So you take 23 or 22 radiant damage. You hit him with your smite, and you feel your own smite hit you in the face as well. Okay. And he just kind of smiles at you and goes, yeah, stings, don't it? Bahamut doesn't really let radiance hurt me.
Does it seem like he didn't take any of the radiant damage?
Oh, he did. He did.
Okay, cool.
It seems like he did because he kind of like swings and goes, you're going to feel it too.
Well, I got a crit on my second attack.
Woo!
So I'm gonna eat it, and I'm gonna 3rd level smite him again.
You will take the crit damage because it's the same damage back. Ooh.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I'm aware.
Oh shit. Okay. Roll.
Okay.
I know you were at full before this, so you're probably fine, but
We'll see. Okay, so all that
the
dice.
mad lad.
Roll and then double.
Yeah, double everything. That includes the improved smite. So
Okay.
at a 3rd level smite, that is 5d. That is a 4th level. That is
No, just 3rd. So
that
it's
is
48.
4d8 radiant.
So
And-
I'll give you the radiant on its own, which I'm rolling very well on. So that's 18. Jesus Christ. 26. 30.
Is that
60 points of radiant damage.
And you also notice that as you hit him, Brutus is also taking damage.
Well, now, hold on, because you just said it uses his reaction to do it. Does it?
It stays active for this round, but once this round is over, it goes away.
Give myself.
But it wastes his reaction for this specific not round, this turn. So once your turn ends.
And I am below half now. So that is plus an additional.
But you got the weapon damage, so this could hurt him a lot.
So yeah, that was like 60. I think I said 60 points of radiant damage. Plus, and I rolled like dog shit for the weapon damage. Sorry, 6. plus 2, 8, plus an additional 16 points of weapon damage and Hunter's Mark.
Okay, is that already doubled or just regular?
That is already
16?
doubled. So,
Okay.
so like 76 points of damage to him from that one attack.
Yep, you did. And he feels that. Brutus lets out a blood-curdling shriek as well, as you see wounds open up on Brutus's body at the same time.
And I will, I'm assuming, actually, I don't know if he speaks Draconic, so I'll say it in common. But I will say, I'd heard stories of a dragon rider paladin who had no equal in character and courage and honor. And now you here, killing the innocent, laying waste to all who stand before you like some common warlord. You are a disgrace to yourself and the memory of all who've come before you.
Innocence? There's no innocence. Everything mortals have done has been strife, chaos, and war. Lord Bahamut is gonna start a clean slate. Start everything from scratch. This is what the world needs, whether you like it or not. And how dare you speak of honor and friendship when you let the most important thing to you die? And you lived. You are more of a disgrace to Dragon Riders than anyone I've met. No, go ahead. No, you're good.
I'll give the spear one final like twist before I withdraw it from him. And Ramses just says, "And I don't give two shits about honor anymore."
You know what? We're gonna do a little something with that. You see, there is something hovering around Draco, like a golden aura, that seems to be filtering away from him. And I'll say Ramses and Aaron both see this. The spirit of a knight wearing red and gold armor with a helmet is hovering above him, with his hand on Draco's shoulder, and he pulls it away. And Ramses doesn't hear this, but Aaron hears, "Is this what I died for, Draco?" And then the spirit just dissipates. As the spirit of Ulrich, who had been clinging to Draco, hoping he would see reason and hoping he would turn back to the light, is finally given up on him. And Aaron, you see this happen, and you feel a hand on your shoulder instead. Please, Aaron, make it clean. He was our friend.
Quietly to himself, Aaron says, "Our friend is still in there. Somewhere."
And you were going to hear, "For Wandy."
For all of you.
And Aaron now has been blessed. And through divine intervention, Aaron now has advantage on his attack rolls regardless. And also, you will deal an extra d6 radiant damage on all his attacks. Actually, no, wait. You know what? Since she was a devil, his patron, a d6 necrotic. For some thematic. So with that ends... I'm imagining that ends Ramses' turn.
Yeah, there's nothing else.
And instead of climactically going back into Aaron, it's Grigor's turn now.
Yeah.
And Grigor is going to bonus action chug a potion of speed. And he's going to run to Varvara. And for his first action, lay on hands Varvara for 50 HP. Just say, no, not again. You don't get to go down ever again. And
Varvara is gonna look down at him actually, because she is pretty big right now, and be like, "Thank you, love. I appreciate it."
Then he's going to turn with his new weapon, which was gifted to him by Amaryllis' people. It's a huge curved greatsword. And he's just going to, and it's got dragon scales all through the handle and on the blade, green dragon. He goes, feels a little weird to be using a dragon hunter's blade, given what I am, but you are a right fuckwit. And he's just going to swing and attack him. And he still gets his 2 attacks because he used one of his hasted actions to heal Varvara. Misses the first one, but gets a 19 on the die on the second one, which is a total of 28 to hit. So, and he is going to pump a 3rd level smite into this. So that's going to be 2d6 plus 8 damage. Not great on the sword damage, but still passable. That's 12 slashing. And 3... he has improved smite as well, because he is an above level 11 paladin. So it's going to be 4d8. 8, 16, 7, 18. Rolled 2 8s and 2 1s. And he gashes open Raikhan, and he hits him, like, jumps up, hits him square in the chest, where there's a huge scar, as there's a green, like, little line of sinew where his heart and like shield was, and there's a magical barrier, but you can actually see his heart inside there, and there appears to be a body melded with this heart. We'll get into that more later, but with that, it is now back to the top of the order, and it's Aaron's turn.
Aaron is gonna look at Draco, and he is going to speak to him.
Okay.
He's gonna say, Draco, this is not who you are. I do not know by what means you have become this, but this is not the man you are. This is not the man that Ulrich looked up to, the man who named him. This is not the man who saved our lives in combat. This is not the man that I...
Oh, Rams. Oh, Aaron. You think because we journeyed together for, what, a few days? Decades ago? That you know me? That you knew anything about me? That you knew Ulrich? No. Ulrich died for nothing. Don't you get that? Ulrich died so that we could let El separate a god from his body and bind him to Bahamut. It all came to nothing. Ulrich sacrificed himself so that I could be a monster, so that Bahamut could burn everything away. Ulrich died to save what he thought was a hero. I've never been a hero, Aaron. I was always just a sword for hire. And guess what? The gods pay real well, Aaron. They pay with redemption for people who need it. The souls of the lost coming back. That's what they pay with, Aaron. I can bring them all back in glory and splendor. He promised. If you just help me, Ulrich will be back. Wanda will be back. Everyone will be perfect in his design. And you're stopping me. You're stopping me from helping the God of redemption. And don't you want redemption for failing Wandy? For failing your father all those times? And he turns to that, and don't you want redemption, Argos? For all the times you failed. Lord Bahamut is forgiving, he is merciful, and he will save all of us. And then he turns back to her. You think you know me so well? You think you know what's best for everyone, Aaron? You don't know shit, kid. That's all you've ever been. A kid playing a knight. You have so much power and so much promise, and you waste it protecting awful people. I know Ulrich wouldn't understand because Ulrich died so... And tears are welling up in his eyes. It's my fault, Aaron, and you know it. He's my fault. It's all my fault that we failed. I should have just killed them both. But no. I chose to believe mortals could be anything but fallible. We're imperfect beings, Aaron. But we can be better. And he holds out his hand. He's like, all you have to do is trust me like you did years ago. We can bring Wandi back. Bring Ulrich back. Stop death, period! Everyone would be immortal, unkillable. In the Lord's light. There's a place for you at his side. All he asks is that you kneel.
I hear your voice, and yet not a single word is yours. I forgive you, my friend. And I hope you can forgive me. And I'll shoot him.
You're a damn fool, Aaron.
That is going to be 32 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. So that is 9 points of lightning damage.
It's 4.
1 point of necrotic damage. Sorry, I'm pretty sure 36. And then there we go. 7, 9, 12, 18. 18 points of weapon damage. Next attack is going to be another 32 to hit.
As you loose your arrow and it's going right for its mark, right in his chest, Brutus wraps his wings up and pulls Draco down and covers him and holds him close to his chest with his back turned to Aaron as the arrow hits Brutus right in the back.
Not what I wanted, but okay. That is going to be 5 points of lightning damage.
0.
Plus, yeah, fair. Makes sense. Plus 3 points of necrotic, plus 9 weapon damage. And
as you do that, Brutus is holding Draco to his chest, and Draco's trying to push away. He's like, Brutus, buddy, you can't don't do this, please. As Brutus, you see Draco's body healing, and Brutus's body starting to become covered in wounds. And Brutus falls. And they land on the ground, and Draco is alive, and he's just laying on Brutus's chest as Brutus has died. He absorbed all the damage that had been done to Draco and channeled his life force into him through their bond. Doesn't heal Draco to full, because Brutus was not at full health. But Draco is healed to an extent. And Brutus... And this scene, I will say, not for Aaron's perspective. Obviously, Aaron's probably upset by this, but...
Yeah.
Ramsey sees a very familiar sight.
Oh, we're aware.
We're
aware.
Alright, so it's still your turn as Draco is just kneeling over his dragon.
I will, I will, Aaron uses the movement of the rock, descends, and is going to Aaron is going to hop off of the rock on the ground. And there we go. We'll move to here on the ground. And is going to look at Draco. And I think Aaron's got a little bit of tears welling up in his eyes as he kind of like starts to look like that frightened kid again. And he just says, Draco, how many people have to give their lives to you before you realize you're worth saving?
First of all, how fucking dare you in the chat, Val? And he's just going to stand up, and the hands are shaking. He just goes, again. And he's going to turn to look at you, and his eyes are now glowing yellow as he sprouts two ethereal bronze dragon wings. And he's just going to... Everyone needs to be gone. And he's going to stare Aaron down and not even respond to what you said. But I will say, give me a persuasion check.
Not bad.
With advantage because of Ulrich guiding you.
Whoops. I'll take the other one for a 17.
Okay, we'll see how that plays out on Draco. Oh, I can erase Draco and Brutus from the sheet.
And then I still have one attack. Aaron is going to look at Draco, turn his back to him, and fire his last shot at Raikhan.
Okay.
And that is a 28 to hit.
That hits.
God, I fucking hope so. And I will... I'm just looking over at this. I'll try it. I don't know if it's going to work. But he needs to make a con saving throw. DC 18.
Raikhan?
Yeah.
19.
And not a single silvery barbs on the field.
Listen, if y'all had it, he'd have it.
So he is not enfeebled, but he does take, let's see, so that is, well, this might actually be nothing. 4 points of necrotic damage, plus 5 points of lightning, and 12 points of weapon damage.
Yeah. And is that the end of your turn?
Bonus action, second wind.
Okay, good. Now
And
it
that
is.
the end.
Now it is Draco's turn, and as Brutus's body turns into, in a very familiar sight, turns into a dusty mist and flows around Draco. And Aaron, this looks a lot like what happened with Ulrich. He's going to look at you, and we're going to go to break. And when we get back, we're going to have Draco's turn and continue this combat encounter and this boss fight, which has been... It's so funny looking at half the table who played in Shadow of the Chasm being like, like tearing up and like sad. And then the other half who were like, yo, this is deep, but I don't know. But anyways.
Every time you mention Ulrich, that's it.
But anyways, guys, we will be back in a few minutes, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. We are back from our break, and it's time for Draco's turn. And he is going to... Jake's gonna sneeze. Well...
Bless you. Bless you.
I'll be fine.
Kazoo tight!
What's that off?
So... Oh, that's the worst when you got one in there and it just won't fire out, and you're just like...
It's not happening.
Oh, that's the worst.
Hit me. Do it. Strike me.
So Draco, just in rage, is going to charge at Aaron, halberd drawn. He's going to fly full speed. And he's going to swing. And What's Aaron's AC, Jake?
18.
As the blade's coming down, I haven't rolled to a hit yet, but what we're going to have is you're going to see a big wooden round shield appear above you, a golden hue. You recognize as Ulrich's shield, as Ulrich is going to cast shield on you.
Oh.
Doesn't matter! Oh no, that's a crit.
No, it's not.
Oh, right, so that's a 31 to hit.
Get fucked. Yeah.
So it stops for a second, but then still goes through.
Yeah.
This is going to be... He did not regenerate any spell slots, thankfully, just some health. So with the halberd, that is a d10 of... we'll do the slashing first. Oh, low roll. That is only 13 slashing damage. And then for the radiant from the second level smite, that's 3d8. Where'd my d8 go? There it is. 1. 4. There we go, 12. So 12 radiant and 13 slashing. Not a great first hit for him. Also, you probably can't see, but my dice have a little... They got a dragon eye in the middle that moves as I move it. It's a green dragon's eye, just for Cindy and Jack. Second attack. 26.
Yeah.
Okay. That's more to hit. That's 20 slashing.
This one I will uncanny dodge.
It's 10 to 10. So you'll uncanny dodge the smite as well, which he's doing a 4th level. So that... Oh, I rolled a d10 on accident. Haha. 3. 5. Okay. 13. 21. Math. 29 radiant.
Down to 14.
Yep. So 34 damage for the second attack.
Although this is the first time like the rest of you guys have seen Aaron fight. So once his feet are on the ground, this kid is moving. He is acrobatic as hell.
And like Draco knows him enough to know exactly where to hit, like where to Draco's not hitting where he is. He's hitting where he knows Aaron is going to be. And then as a bonus action, he's going to pull his halberd back, but he's just going to open his mouth and do a little lightning breath weapon. So give me a dex save.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Not great, 16.
That fails. Eight. 14. Ooh, 24 lightning.
Check my abilities real quick before
I was like, damn, you have a lot more. I was like, oh wait, no, it was Ramses that got his shit racked. By his own doing. Like, Ramses hurt himself in confusion.
Yeah, well, both Ramses and Aaron are looking kind of hurt, so we'll see.
I will say the healing, because Brutus did take some damage, Draco is still below half. So, but...
Yeah, Aaron is... Aaron does not look great. The boy's a bleeding. But he's standing.
He's going as he does the breath weapon. He's gonna like, just for roleplay. Obviously, he's not gonna like restrain you. He's gonna grab you by the collar of your gorget, pull you closer. Just gonna be like, why couldn't you just go down with dignity? Why couldn't you just let Bahamut make you into something better, perfect being? He could have made you draconic, given you eternal life. He could have brought them all back, and now Brutus is dead because you wouldn't bow.
Aaron just like looks up at him and just goes, "You look me in my eyes as you kill me."
I'll be sure when you come back, you retain this sass. I take no pleasure in doing this, Aaron. But you took him from me. Maybe not intentionally, but you are still who did it. And I will take you. And with that, it is now, after Draco's turn, it is Cyrillus, Krios, and then Amaryllis. Oh wait, no. It's Tyros, because I mixed up their orders. I'm sorry. It's Tyros, then Krios, then... Or Tyros, then Cyrillus, then Krios, then Amaryllis. Y'all's initiative was so close. Tyros, after... Oh, I have to move him to move Tyros, because Tyros is in the way. So Tyros moved over here and shoved Amaryllis out of the way, and he's just going to look at Amaryllis and go, "Sorry! You're not allowed to die. I'm expendable. You are not." It's like, "Hey, when you tell Sienna how this happened, you can tell her it was a stupid idea." And he's going to jump towards, and he's going to do an athletics check to try to jump into Raikhan's open mouth.
Oh my god.
That is a good athletics, so he lands right on Raikhan's tongue. He's going to take his axe and just start swinging at the roof of Raikhan's mouth. With reckless attack. Good thing he has reckless. That was a nat one. What is a Tyros with nat ones today? That is a 22 to hit, so that hits. And he just yelled, "Come on, beastie! If you don't stop hitting my friends, I'm gonna cut off all your teeth and then throw them down your throat! Wonder what your tongue tastes like!" And we're gonna say for roleplay, he bites Raikhan's tongue.
I just want to say Varvara is looking at him with the most admiring look on her face. Like...
Hey, he's married and you have a boyfriend. That he's gonna do 22 slashing damage there. Jesus. He may not roll well to hit, but he rolls real good on damage. Second attack with Reckless. Oh, he gets 3 now. Second one also hits. Not as good. 15 slashing. And bonus action, Berserker third attack. That'll hit. And 17 damage. He just got Raikhan down below half. He's literally holding Raikhan's tongue and just slashing it with his axe. And that's Tyros' turn. Do you have a reaction to that, Amaryllis?
He's probably just pinching his nose like, whatever, dude.
But you'll
Didn't
get.
expect anything less from him, honestly.
But you also think of in your.
On par.
You also think of in your mind the last time Tyros got really hurt, you got a finger wagging from Sienna, and somehow that felt worse than any time your dad was disappointed in you.
Oh, that was probably a lot.
Oh, ow. That hurt me when you said that. And Tyros we'll say for roleplay, Raikhan tries to close his mouth, and Tyros is holding the mouth open. And he just... Actually, we'll do an athletics check for that to see if he succeeds. Okay, that's a nat 20 on the athletics check. So he's holding the mouth open, and he looks at Krios and Amaryllis and says, "Don't worry about me! Fire your strongest spells in here!" As he's holding the mouth open. He's looking mostly at Krios when he says this. He's like, "Don't worry about me! I'll be fine! I can take it! I can take it!" He's like struggling to hold this mouth. But he's holding an ancient dragon's mouth open with just his arms and legs. He's like, "Probably pretty fast, please!" Because you gotta realize, he's shoulder pressing that, which is probably very difficult. So, but he's mostly looking, because Krios is closer to him. Dude! And since Krios is coming soon, that's why I'm just doing that. With that, it is now Cyrillus' turn, and then Krios', and then Amaryllis.
Okay. Is Aaron within 60 feet of Cyrillus.
Yes.
Stunning. I'm gonna pop off healing word at 3rd level. Hopefully
Hell yeah.
a lot. Okay.
No. I really hope it pops back on.
Do we need to pause for a
Go ahead and give yourself 30 points to start.
My hit points have just almost doubled.
Amazing. And then as her bonus action, also maybe move her out of the way, whichever's convenient. But as a bonus action, I have Flames of Purity at the Purifier of a Phoenix is at your command. As a bonus action, you can touch a creature and heal it. With each touch, a creature regains from 1 to 4 d6 worth of hit points. So who is within touching range?
Amaryllis.
Awesome. Go ahead and I'm gonna do 4 d4, and that is 25.
Okay, you get 25 healing, Amaryllis.
The 8. Jesus, all of my shit is
I'm-
just everywhere.
I'm
Thank
healed.
you.
You know what? We could have you move closer to Thea and touch
Yeah.
Thea instead.
I'm 30 feet in
Oh,
the
yeah.
air. Touch it. Yeah.
Touch a Thea. You touch a
I
Thea.
lied.
Yeah, for free.
I lied. I rolled the wrong die.
So we're good.
Tyros is still just like... He gets going real squatted for a second, then he's like, don't be a bitch! And just pushes back up and stands straight up. Things Cole tells himself, and it seems Cole tells himself on shoulder press and squats every time I do them. No, like literally, I'll get under a heavy squat and be like, Cole, don't be a bitch. Which I know is not the best mindset, but still.
And that's it for her.
Okay, well,
I lie.
cool. I moved you
She's
right.
gonna
Okay.
also give Thea Bardic Inspiration.
Doodle-doo-doo. All right, so I'm gonna stop the recording for a second until Carrie is back because it's his turn. So we'll be right back, folks. We are back. Carrie had a power outage, but we're all good now. So, and speaking of Krios, it's your turn. He's holding them out though, but he's like, any second out here be real great. You can just, I can take it. I'm angry.
This is a terrible idea. Krios.
I'm full of those.
I know. Krios is going to.
Hey, we've done this before. It was just with a lot smaller animal, but we did this before. What was it called? A hippo?
We're not doing this again. Krios will quicken spell, and he's going to use Ray of Frost, and he's going to shoot it at Draco.
Oh.
So let me roll to hit for that. Ooh, I believe a plus, or rather a 16 total is not going to hit.
The wing bat, one of the wings bats the ray of frost away.
Unfortunate. All good though. Krios is going to charge forward, and he's going to get in melee range of this dragon. I'm thinking like right here on the map. And he's going to take a swing at Raikhan with the scimitar of Godfrey.
Not the plan! He's like, Your Majesty, please!
Oh, yeah, that's a 26 to hit.
That does not... I'm just kidding, it hits.
I was gonna yell so loud.
Excellent. Excellent. So as that hits, I'm gonna roll the damage for this. Because there's gonna be a lot of damage for this. We're gonna do a 4th level smite on that one. So
Ooh.
I'll roll for what am I rolling for? rolling for the attack first. The whatchamacallit, slashing damage.
Okay.
All right, that's a 12 total slashing, and a lovely ability, or rather feat, or effect, rather, I guess effect for this sword is that this does 2d10 force damage to dragons and fiends.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna roll those 2d10s. Okay, that's gonna be 9 force damage total.
Okay.
And then for this 4th level smite, was that 4d8?
You are how many levels in Paladin?
5.
Okay, you don't have improved smite yet, so yes, 48.
Okay. And that will be 14 radiant damage.
Nice.
And then Krios will swing again with the same blade. Does an unnatural 20 hit?
Yeah.
Excellent. So I'm gonna roll for
Only a little, though.
only.
Only a little. Just a little. Just a little. Can I hit just a little? Yeah, you hit just a little.
I'll roll for slashing. And
Oh
then
my gosh.
9 slashing, and then the 2d10 force damage again.
I'm getting flashbacks to our heavily modded Baldur's Gate 3 where we're just doing absurd amounts of damage with every hit. Because Carrie and I are using like all of the OP as shit mods for our playthrough just because we're like, whatever, we beat the game, right? And we're like, we one-shot Annie Ethel
Yeah.
before she could go into her... it was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, this would be 11 force damage. Would I be able to smite on this?
Yeah, you can smite on every attack. We're using 2014 Paladin, and not the awful 2024 one where it's a bonus action and a spell to smite.
Exactly. We'll do a 2nd level smite for this one, so I'll just
Yeah.
do 2d8.
And people are like, oh, it balance Paladin! And me, where Paladin is my tied for second favorite class, I'm like, yeah, well, you know what? Fuck you.
Exactly.
I'm gonna...
11 radiant damage there.
Yeah. 11. Okay. Damn, you took a chunk out of him.
As to flavor this a little bit, like Krios he's gonna look at our friend in the mouth of his dragon, just like shake his head, and he's just gonna go right up, looking towards Barbara and Grigor, and like do like a subtle nod as he's like running up, and he's just gonna start slashing. And as he does, he's just gonna say in Draconic to Raikhan, "This is how you treat your kin. This is how you treat your home. You are no god. You are no dragon. You are no snake. Or neither you are no drake. You are no wyvern. You are no worm. You are a snake. And when we see snakes in the forest, especially the poisonous ones, we pull them." And he just starts cutting into this man. And that will end my turn there.
And what right does an ant have to question a tiger? You are but an ant beneath my feet. You are weak. But Lord Bahamut could make you better. Silvaron is not my home. Arrakis is my home. Silvaron is a stain on elven glory. It deserves to be burned away. And my son taking the throne? Or my grandson taking the throne? A simple misstep. Misguided fatherly love. But I assure you, when I bring you all back as my draconic spawn, you'll learn obedience. Except you, Krios. I think I'll keep you as... I think I'll just make you food for the others. Your family line ends today, Krios Alakir. Your father's already fading. Again. And this time Amaryllis isn't there to bring him back. You can't tell if he's telling you the truth or just trying to get under your skin. As he just smile, like if a dragon could smile again, he just smiles. Says, "You're all ants. And you will all be... I will crush your little anthill under my boot. And with that, is that your turn, Krios?
Yeah, that would be Krios' turn.
It is now, he might have been Thea, but we'll find out. Amaryllis.
See if I can get my brain to work this time. Okay. He's still going up. He's gonna use my movement first for 30 feet, even higher. So now he's about 60 feet in the air. And since that other concentration spell seems to be doing squat, I'm going to start with Eye Bite, and you just see Amaryllis's eyes go inky black. And can he also see the body in Dragon Boy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's looking straight at that.
It is definitely an elven body.
He's focusing on that spot, like, and Tyrus is in the mouth. Bless him. But, and I'm going to need you to do Wisdom save, which is probably gonna succeed, because this dude, but...
What spell are you casting?
16. I'm doing Eye Bite, and attempting to sicken him.
16, you said?
Mm-hmm.
That is a 8 plus 8 save.
Rude! So rude.
Oh, wait, no, I was looking at intelligence. That's an 8 plus 13.
Oh, well. Very rude. Anyways, he probably would still get that, like, an itch that he tried to sicken him. Just like...
It's like a little itch in the back of his throat. Oh, no, he gets that feeling Jake just had where he needs to sneeze but can't.
And I'm gonna spend a sorcery point to cast another spell. Before he casts this one, he's gonna do Snaptic Static, and so he's gonna point right at the dragon, and it is a radius, so it's probably gonna hit Tyrus, and I'm so sorry, Tyrus. Sorry, not sorry, buddy.
He's absolutely Draxing this right now. I can take it!
It's like, yep, you said so. Okay, I believe you. And he just, as he cast it, he's just gonna say, I will never kneel to you. You will never be a great ruler. You became this monster because you couldn't keep your emotions in check. You murdered my wife. You've used my son and his wife, the queen, as pawns, my friends, and you rely on nothing but threats in assuming the faults in those you deem lesser. But I will not kneel. But I, in his inky black eyes, will match your energy and let my monster out. And I need an intelligence save from you. Please, intelligence!
That is a 15.
And it was a 16. Thank the Lord. Okay, so you will take 8d6 damage.
Ooh.
Which will be... Oh, that was really loud. Thank you, iPad. 31 damage. And I don't think it has anything else. Oh, yeah, and on a failed save, the target has muddled thoughts for 1 minute. During that time, it rolls d6 and subtracts the number rolled from its attack rolls and ability checks. As well as Constitution saving throws.
And I imagine he can. I imagine he can make a save on his turn.
The target can make an intelligence saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Okay.
So far, buddy. Okay, and that's the end of my turn.
All right, and with that, it is Varvara, and then Raikhan.
Okay. Varvara's gonna look up at Tyrus. Is Tyrus still okay?
Get there!
Oh.
He did take half of that damage, by the way. So he took...
And she's looking
Sorry,
at him. And she's looking at him with admiration. Like this. She turns back to Grigor, who's standing right beside her, I assume. I can see on the map here. And she's gonna be like, Grigor, I know you're probably going to think me stupid. And before you say anything, I need you to trust me. And I need you to believe in my strengths.
I do believe in you, but if you get yourself killed, by the gods, I will revive you just to yell at you and also kiss you.
And I am very glad that that's what you are planning for it, because I would like to go and help out Tyros. He looks like he's struggling, and a fellow barbarian is gonna have to help. Remember, you offered me to give me a little boost so I can jump? Would you mind just giving me a little...
He grabs you by the butt and just...
And before she dumped... Oh my god, I've started mixing up accents. Before he does that, she will look back at Truce, who is standing beside Grigor right now, and be like, take care of him. And then that's when she jumps up to the mouth.
What do you...
And, yep.
Are you gonna hit the mouth with your hammer? Hit the inside of it?
100%. As Tyros is still in there. Now, logistical question, because Tyros is struggling. Can one hit with one hand and help him with the other hand to hold the mouth?
I will say, if you want to help him hold the mouth, you can do one of your attacks and then do an athletics check to help him.
Yes, sure, that works. So, I guess I'll use Reckless Attack just so I have the advantage again. And then for hitting, let's do a check here. Okay, so it's a 28. I definitely am hitting it. Oh, and before I hit him, I scream at the Raikhan and I'm like, "You've spoken a lot of smack today about my friends. So now you're gonna get your tongue cut out." And she's going to hit. And I think for this one, I would like to... I have a plus 2d6 once per long rest. So I'm going to add that on top of all of my damage. And let's take a look here. That means I have 4d6 plus 20. So that will be 36.
Nice. So I'll say, as you hit him with the hammer, you move a little bit, you miss his tongue, and you actually do knock one of his teeth out of his mouth with your hammer, with that damage. And it flies right by Thea, it lands right by Thea and Amaryllis. Sticks in the ground.
She looks at it and she goes like, sorry.
All right, now give me an athletics check to try to help Tyros.
Okay.
I just want to reiterate, all the speaking he's been doing has been telepathic, but you all can hear everything he's saying, because he wants you all to know the shit he's talking.
That's a 9.
You try your best! Wait, you have advantage on athletics as a barbarian.
Oh, do I?
Yeah. At your level?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try again.
I was about to say that.
Thank you. 19.
19? Okay. You hold it open, like, Tyros struck a little, and you just hurt, and you are a little taller than him, and he's just like, hurts!
You're welcome.
As you guys are both just standing there holding it open, that is your turn. It is now Raikhan's turn. D6 of truth. Does he get a breath weapon back? That is a 5. He does get his breath weapon back.
Stop. Uh-oh.
Tyros, get out of there!
Tyros and Marvara are both in his mouth.
Okay, we're fucked.
And he is going to aim right at Krios. And Ramses is still in the air, right? Okay, good. Ramses won't get hit by this, but Krios and Amaryllis.
I'm 60 feet in the air.
No, he's gonna go down. So,
Well,
buddy. Ramses is like 100 feet up, so he's good. Give me. This is going to be. I'm actually going to roll. It's the same damage, but like whether it's a con or dex save depends if he does fire or poison. So,
Is this counterspellable?
a breath weapon? No, unfortunately. So that is going to be this is going to be his fire breath. Great for Amaryllis' trauma. So he's going to just in his mind, he's like, "Fine, you want to hold my mouth open? Then deal with what I have to offer." And I'm going to say, because you are holding his mouth open, Varvara and Tyros automatically fail this. So they're going to take full damage. They're holding his mouth open. It makes sense. But they're both raging, so it should... Well, Tyros is already resistant to fire, being a flame draken, so... But... So I need Amaryllis and Krios to give me dex saving throws.
I also would like to absorb some of that if I could.
That'll be your reaction if you do, yeah. Absorb elements. Okay. What'd you get, Amaryllis?
Is con save right?
Dex save.
Oh, dex. Well, 19.
Krios?
And
Amaryllis saves, so you'll take half damage regardless. And if you absorb elements, you'll take a quarter. Krios is going to take the full damage. And this breath weapon is going to be 12d6.
that's what's up.
So the max he can do is 72 damage. Click roll. That's a lot of 5s and 6s. That is going to be 63 fire damage. Which for Amaryllis, that's half to 32, and then have to get to 16 for Amaryllis. Krios, that's a full 63 to the face. For Varvara, and for Varvara, that's a full 63. For Tyros, that is 32. Because he resists fire. And then he's going to Quicken spell again. Which this he will be affected by what your spell did last time, Amaryllis. And he's going to cast with a 9th level spell slot. He's going to cast Meteor Swarm.
Uh-oh.
He has one 9th level spell slot, and he's using it. So, Varvara, it can't do it for Tyros to Varvara, because they're in his fucking mouth. But he's going to target this. Let me actually make sure I know how many he's going to do. Come on. Meteor Swarm. Oh, we're not using the new one. That's way too much damage. And how many are this? 4 different points. He's gonna throw one right where Grigor is. He's gonna throw one right at Krios. And he's going to throw one at Ramses. And one that will hit in the because of the range will hit both Thea and Amaryllis. So I need dex saves from everyone except Varvara and Amaryllis. Because he's saving you for last.
Is he hitting Aaron?
No, Ramses.
Yeah, cool.
Because otherwise he'd be hitting Draco too.
That's why I was asking.
Okay, Grigor passes the save, so he'll take quarter damage being a gold dragon. Which is probably good. Because this is a total of 40 d6 damage.
Oh, I assume my Griffin needs to make the save as well?
No. Oh, no, yeah, you're in the sky. Yeah, she does.
Okay. So that is...
She...
18.
Okay.
That's a 16 on the die for the Griffin.
Okay, so she'll pass. She has +5 to her dex save.
Okay. And 18 for Ramses.
18 total?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go, so 18 for Ramses. You know what? We'll say that since you're Griffin dodged and you're riding her, you also pass because you are 1 away from passing. So, Thea? You're muted. You pass. Do you have evasion yet? You're muted still. You're good. We heard you. Do you have
uncanny dodge?
Okay, so you could choose to take half of it, but no. Oh no, that's a 2-hit roll to hit thing. But evasion would be nice right now. You take no damage, but you'll take half. Amaryllis, what about you?
14 on the die is 23 total.
Okay, so you'll take you'll take half damage. Krios?
It's a 19.
You just passed. The DC is 19. Okay, so everyone passed. That's good. That's really, really good for everybody. Okay, so first we will do the 20d6 bludgeoning damage. And then we'll do the 20d6 fire.
This spell fucks.
Yeah! So first we're doing the bludgeoning. That's a lot of force. Whew! So 70 bludgeoning, halved to 35 for everyone. Including Grigor, because he is not resistant to bludgeoning. And now for the 20d6 fire. It's more with the 2024 rules, by the way. Oh, that's even... 94 fire damage.
Yo. I'm resistant to fire.
So you take a quarter. So does Grigor.
Okay.
100.
You said 90 what?
96. So halved to 48. Halved again to 24. So Grigor takes 24. Everyone else takes 48. So everyone who was not resistant to fire took... So you guys took 30-something before, and then now 48. So how we all doing?
I've got 39 hit points.
Ramses is down.
And so is his... And,
Griffin's not, though. And Ramses is strapped into the saddle.
okay.
Why wouldn't he be?
Good.
Grigor has 4 hit points left.
Krios is also down.
Shit.
Taking the fire damage, yeah. That was the...
So Thea, Amaryllis, y'all are both fine?
Good.
Okay.
We're in danger, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's his biggest move he can pull.
Oh my god.
He has 2 9th level spells, but only 1 9th level spell slot. His other one's power word kill, but he wanted to try to take a lot of y'all out. So he cannot power word kill anymore.
Yay.
Good.
Good.
But, reminder, he still has 2 legendary actions
Oh my god.
that he has not used yet.
Gang, I think we gotta kill this guy. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Right?
And that
You know,
is,
maybe.
and that is his turn as he looks at Amaryllis, and he gestures towards Ramses and Krios, and he just points his claw above Krios and just says, "Should I devour his heart first, grandson?" And then he looks at us, he's like, "Or perhaps I should devour your sister first." And that's his turn, and now it is Thea and Ramses. Thea, it's your turn.
I love everything right now. How tall is his tooth?
It's like as big as you.
Okay. Like Blair, just for funsies, as I like go to throw my dagger, I'd like to like leap up off the tooth, like onto the tooth, and like kind of jump off of it in like a cool.
If you
way.
this is gonna be really cool.
Yeah, I know, right? And so like I'm gonna like jump up on it and try and like go kind of as close to his mouth as I can physically jump. And I'm gonna let's shoot for a dagger and see if it does the thing. I do have bardic inspiration from Surlis still. What is Jack? What is that? A D?
At this level, it should be a D10.
D10.
Okay, a D10. Okay. I got a 10.
Ooh.
That is going to be a 24 to hit for my dagger.
You hit!
Hey, amazing. Okay, so when she does that, she's gonna do a fun little stealthy rogue thing because I haven't done anything fun for this battle. So it's gonna be the one dagger, and then I get to use my my sneak attack for 76, and then I'm also going to use my bonus action. So all of my daggers are going to start to glow that like psychic purple energy as she just goes bam, bam, bam. And it would be 9 daggers in total. Give me just a second to roll that because it'll be 76 for my sneak attack. 1d4 plus 5. I'm gonna roll this on the D&D Beyond so I can do it quicker. So give me just a second. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1d4 and then 1d6. That was a lovely noise. Ah, I love that. So it's 36 plus.
Ooh.
5 for the first dagger. It's a plus 5, and then for my bonus action dagger, it is a.
See, you guys when you get to roll on dice, like, oh, I love that noise. When I roll all those dice, I'm like, oh, this noise is bad.
Yeah. Well, it's bad when you do it.
93.
So
Still can't believe 93.
that's gonna be 47 points of damage. Some of it's gonna be psychic. Some of it's just stabby
Nice.
damage.
Nice.
But it's 9 daggers in total. So like when she goes to make her turn, in my brain, she's like jumps up on that log and does like a quick dash and like jumps on the tooth and goes up, and all 9 daggers go like straight for the mouth if possible.
If you rolled a nat 1, that would have just hit Varvara in the boob.
Sorry.
Didn't know. Also, I love how zoomed in Varvara's camera is right now because on the screen it's just Varvara's face just on her camera. So, is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that is the end of my turn.
Okay, with
You. Oh, yes.
at the end of your turn, Raikhan is going to legendary action. And since you hit him, there is going to be a green orb that appears above your head.
Don't.
And it
I'm
is
kidding, don't.
But instead of hitting you, you're going to see a beam of green light shoot out of it towards Amaryllis. Amaryllis, I need a... Actually, this is a roll to hit. That is a 17 to hit.
I also have a phoenix. I don't know if that helps. I don't know.
Is your AC... What's your AC? What's your AC? Is your AC...
It's 17.
Ooh, that's going to hit.
Let's go.
Let's see if he rolls bad. This is going to be poison damage, as it is using corrosive lance.
Oh my gosh. How low are you?
8.
We're not great.
That is going to be 16 poison damage.
Hey, Cole. That's not what it is. Would you allow me to do a thing if I like sacrifice like half of my psionic die and like make it a reaction?
What do you
And
want to
use a
do?
I want to use a telekinetic shove to shove Cyrillus out of the way.
I will allow
Like,
you.
if
I will allow you to do that, and Cyrillus will take half damage from this.
Okay.
So instead
Yeah.
of 17, it will be 8 damage.
So you'll get pushed by, like, picture, like, dust, but it's, like, purple.
How many psionic die do you have left? Is my question.
5. I had 10 in total, and I've used 1. So I have 4 left.
Yeah. Okay. So you are down to 4 psionic die from that.
Yeah.
See, we like fun ideas in roleplay and combat. They're all so fun. And also, I have a feeling you just stopped Cyrillus from being downed.
That was kind of, I was like, this is all I got.
Yeah, very
But
close,
it's telekinetic, so I was like,
And you wasted 1 of his legendary actions. He only has 1 remaining.
And when it happened, she's just going.
All right, Ramses, roll me a possession saving throw.
Hey, what the fuck is that?
It's a death saving. It's a death saving throw, but because of your curse, it's a little different.
Yeah.
oh shit, it's not even
Figures.
grandpappy.
Nope.
4. You know what? I still have inspiration that you gave me.
You can use that to reroll. You still need 3 failures for this to affect. So,
Sweet.
but
13.
that is a success.
If I may, Cole, I feel like it's almost like Ramses is like feels like his mind is like stuck in molasses as he feels his body failing while he is still inside.
Your soul is like inside the body, and you see nothing on the battlefield. You just see Heramor's eye above you, just waiting. And that is Ramses' turn. Now it's Grigor's, and he is going to, with his 4 hit points left, he's gonna bonus. He's still hasted, and he's going to use the remaining of his lay on hands. He's gonna grab Varvara's foot and give her 20 points of healing back.
I don't need healing. 50 points. Grigor, heal yourself.
Then,
Heal yourself, you stupid man!
then he's going to bonus action Vow of Enmity Raikhan, so he gets advantage on these attack rolls. Because he, oh wait, no, he changed his oath. Damn it, he can't do that. He's oath of devotion to Varvara now. So he instead is going to use a bonus action to cast Compelled Duel on Raikhan. Raikhan will have disadvantage on any attacks not on Grigor.
Oh my god.
Which means it's going to directly target Grigor now.
With him and his 4 hit points, he needs to settle down.
And he's going to swing. That first attack will hit. Or no, wait. It's gonna just miss. That's an 18 to hit. Second attack. That is going to just hit with a 19 total. He literally rolled an 8 and a 9, and he has a +9 to hit. So he is going to swing with his new big greatsword. And he is going to, with this... I'm just going to roll a d12 instead of 2d6. It's fine. Max damage, though, for the d12. So that is going to be 20 slashing. And he's going to channel his last 3rd level spell slot for Smite. And he is going to do that. And he's going to bring it down pretty low. And that is going to be Grigor's turn. And
How much did he heal me for again?
healed you for 20.
Okay, thanks.
And then
ass,
Raikhan,
man.
Grigor is his compelled duel. Raikhan is going to look at him. And he is going to use his legendary action
Shit.
to... he's going to raise his front claw, and poison and flame are going to come off of them. For his final legendary action, And it's just a claw attack with extra fire and poison damage. That is a natural. That is a natural 20. As he cleaves
No!
And not a.
Raikhan is going to jump into this.
Wait,
Raikhan
what?
is going to jump in front of this stupid claw and protect Grigor, because fuck him.
Okay, well, if you do that, Tyros is going to have to make an athletics check to keep Raikhan from biting down on him.
How much do we love Tyros?
Two of the party like him a lot. Well, three, actually. Three people at the party. I feel like Krios and him fought side by side for a decade.
Does anyone have healing spells?
Tyros has three. Tyros has 3 children. Oh, it's up to you. Tyros, he does have 22 strength as his strength score. He has a possibility to succeed this.
Okay.
It just depends. Do you trust my dice? But remember, Tyros has thrown 3 nat 1s tonight. But he gets advantage on all athletics checks.
Okay.
This is up to you, but this was a critical hit attack, Varvara.
I can't be critically hit because I have adamantine armor.
Okay.
So, I think, no, I think she's going to do this because she is in love with this man. And she could not fathom him dying for her because the Damas just healed her. She had 60 hit points. Like, no. She's going to jump in front of the claw.
So, I will say, you have adamantine armor, but because you're jumping in front of this attack that was a crit on Grigor, you will not take 2 times damage like I normally do. But you will take 1.5 because this is a sacrifice kind of thing. Just for roleplay purposes. Okay. Just letting you know. Are you still wanting to do this? Okay.
Hey,
First I will do Tyros' athletics check. Holy fuck, man. Good thing he has advantage. And that's a natural 20. He holds strong. Raikhan's mouth is still open, and in fact he punches and he goes, "Not today, fuckstick!" So, the claw attack, Varvara jumps to the way. Grigor just has a horrified look on his face. As the claw... And this is going to be his normal claw attack, which is 3d10 slashing damage, plus an extra 3d10 poison and 3d10 fire. So a total of 9d10 damage. You do not resist... You only resist the slashing, so I'll do the slashing separately. And then I will do the multiplier of 1.5 after I've given you all the base numbers. Okay, so... For the slashing, you take, and I will have to do math, 6 plus 2 plus 11 plus 2 plus 10. 21 times 1.5 is 32. Half to 16. You take 16 slashing.
Okay.
4. 10. 10 on the fire damage, so that is going to be 24 times 1.5. 36 fire. And 10. 9. 44 fire damage.
Okay, I'm down.
Do you say anything to Grigor as you go down?
I'm going to look Grigor in the eyes and say, I would have done this again and again 1,000 times over. I love you. As she goes down.
Raikhan just in his mind, unexpected but not altogether unpleasant. What's one more worm for the pile? And that is the end of Grigor's turn, because he bonus action and both because he compelled dueled him. Now we're back to the top of the order with Aaron and then Draco, because their fight's still going. Y'all did a number on Raikhan, though, that turn. That was a... Whew. So, Aaron, you are Draco, he lets you go, and then he holds his halberd, and he just says, "Draw your sword, or are you too scared to use it? You always were afraid of a fair man-to-man fight."
Aaron will look at him and say, "You and I both know it's unfair if I use my sword. You'd want to fight me when I'm at my best, wouldn't you?" And I will bonus action disengage and do a back jump, do a back jump, little backflip thing. You've played the game, and and
Hello! That's what it sounds like every time Aaron gets it.
As Aaron lands on the ground and readies his bow, he's gonna gesture over to the rest of the party, and he's gonna say, "Draco, you speak of a world that must be destroyed and remade, and yet you cannot see in front of your eyes that there is good in the world worth fighting for. There is love in the world worth dying for. It is right here on this field, and you have been too blinded to see it. Open your fucking eyes." And I will shoot him thrice.
Okay. He will retort, and he'll be like, "For perfection to be created, imperfection must be destroyed. From the ashes will rise a new world, Aaron. I will drag you kicking and screaming into this perfect utopia if I have to."
And I will fight you every second of the way. And
I'm just gonna
do
see.
I still have advantage on him? From Ulrich's thing.
Yes.
Okay. That is 26 to hit.
He's going to reaction shield. That misses.
Fair enough.
And we're gonna make the shield is his draconic wings batting the arrow away. I'm gonna say for flavor, when he says that, Aaron, you hear Ulrich's voice tremor as tears fall from his angelic form. After what Draco just said.
I already used bonus check.
That was just to make everyone cry.
Second attack is going to be a natural 20.
Okay, that. Yep, you crit him.
Oh, fuck, I didn't call sharpshooter, so never mind. So that is going to be with sneak attack. Jesus feckin' Christ. Why do I do this to myself? Why did I build this character like this? Okay. So, on the crit, that is going to be... Jesus Christ. 8 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
5 points of... Oh, wait, no. I'm going to give you all these numbers doubled because of the crit. But the lightning, I guess, would still be...
It would still be 8, yeah.
So then 10 points of necrotic. And 7 plus... Okay. 10, 17... 23 plus 46 sneak attack and weapon damage.
Good shit.
And also, I'm rolling really well for damage. Also the caffeine, the second round of caffeine is starting to hit my bloodstream. Also, I would like him to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 18.
Damn it. 8 plus 10.
Yeah, 18. So it succeeds. However, he still takes an additional 18 points of necrotic damage.
He's getting there.
And then my last arrow. Do I want to... Fuck it. I'll call sharpshooter on this one.
Okay, minus 10 to the attack roll. Or minus 5 to the attack roll.
5, yeah.
And plus 10 to the damage.
That's either going to be... No. Less than 20.
His AC right now is 27, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I got a 18.
Deflects off, and he just looks at you, and is that your turn, Aaron? Or do you want your rock to do something?
Disengage. I will have my rock...
Could ever go fight Raikhan.
No. I'm gonna have... Where is... who's down on the battlefield?
Krios, Varvara, Amaryllis is still up.
Okay.
Krios, Varvara, and that's it. Grigor is about to be. He's got 4 hit points.
The rock is gonna grab shit. Hang on a second. I'm gonna roll odds. Krios, evens, Varvara. Odds, Krios.
If she flees the range, she will get an attack of opportunity from Raikhan. If she leaves this range.
How much HP does she have? Has Raikhan used his reaction?
He's used his legendary action, not his reaction.
Son of a bitch. Well, maybe someone else will find that useful. The rock is gonna grab Krios, pick that guy up, and fly him towards Amaryllis, because she seems to be doing the healing.
Okay. We'll take an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
17 to hit.
17 just hits.
Okay, this will be a claw attack, so 3d10 slashing. 2. 5. Ah! Cocked. Honor the cock. 15 plus 10. 25 slashing.
She's okay. My hands are shaking.
Oh no, he was hitting. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
You can't take an opportunity.
I know.
I
know. Imagine if you could. That would be so fucked up. I wouldn't do that, Carrie. I hope you realize I wouldn't do that.
Okay. So yeah, remove Krios, and the rock loft kind of sets Krios down and kind of does that thing with their beak where they kind of like nudge Krios's unconscious body towards Amaryllis.
Amaryllis, who was on the ground after getting knocked over, and just like got poison on her arm.
And then we'll kind of turn and make to at some point begin. Well, actually, the rock will use their action. Loft will use their action to dash. And is going to go grab the other unconscious person, and get Varvara also out of that melee range.
Okay.
Just full ambulance mode. Just to get those 2 unconscious people out of melee with the dragon. And that is my turn.
All right.
Oh, when I rolled Ramses' death save, did the Griffin get a turn?
I didn't think about that. Yes.
May I simply take her?
Sure.
Her movement on that. So she will, with Ramses kind of like with his straps on in the saddle, she'll just kind of go down. And can she give me the help action for my next save?
Sure, and you will get advantage on your next save.
Yeah, she does.
Okay. All right. She just you through your now bond, she can telepathically speak to you. She says, "I won't lose another one. Friend." And remember, Draco killed her last rider.
So I recall.
And speaking of, it's his turn. And
Sorry, Ramses, where did you move Barbara? So I can move the token.
over here. I'll move you and Krios. Y'all are just
Okay.
on either side of Amaryllis. Oh, and Varvara, you are now you are now small. You shrunked. You will regrow whenever you're back to whenever you're up, because your rage isn't gone, but you shrink for a minute and you're gonna grow back.
Cole, if I may, Loft would have put them probably like behind the line of Amaryllis, just to try and get them like as far.
That's fine.
As far as they can.
Got it. Draco, he's got his helmet on one shoulder, but he's actually going to pull out a familiar red and gold sword. He's going to draw Ulrich's longsword. And he is going to attack Aaron. 26 to hit.
Yeah.
Does less damage, but he can still...
Who the hell do you think I am?
So that first attack is going to be 18 slashing.
Okay.
Plus a first level smite, so 2d8. Or 3d8. Oh, been doing that wrong. 3d8. Because you get 2d8 at first. You get 2d8 at first level. I've been
2d8
doing less damage.
From the improved.
Yeah. I undersold his damage on that 5th level smite, but that's okay. 2...
No, you didn't.
10... 14 radiant and 17 slashing.
Okay.
Second attack. That is a 21 to hit.
That will hit. And I'll uncanny dodge this one.
Okay, needed that. That is 19 slashing. Got max. And his last 4th level spell slot, 4th level smite.
Yep.
So that is 6.
I waited.
6d8.
Can't bait me with those bitch level smites.
6, 8, so 14,
Guys, I'm so stressed right now.
21, 29,
You need to stop.
32,
I said stop.
40.
Hey. So 40?
Yeah.
Good thing I uncanny dodged. Aaron's looking rough.
And because he learned from Aaron a little, he's going to use one of his 2 levels in fighter. And he's going to...
You son of a bitch.
He's going to action surge.
You son of a bitch.
Third attack. Misses. Because that's a 10. Fourth attack. I know he can't crit you, but that's a nat 20. And he's going to use his 3rd level smite this time. Slashing damage is... another 19.
I'm down.
So he's not going to. And he's going to...
5 points.
He's going to grab Aaron by the throat and stab him through the gut with Ulrich's sword and just say, "You made me do this."
Aaron's gonna grab the wrist that's on his neck and the other wrist that's holding the sword. And he's gonna look him in the eye as a little bit of blood comes up, and he goes, "You are choosing to do this. Choose differently."
He's going to pull the blade out. And we're going to get spicy with this. And he's still going to be holding Aaron's body in front of him. Bonus action. Breath weapon in the face. Automatic failure.
Yep, not 2 failures though.
Not 2, just 1. Just lightning breath in Aaron's face. And then he's going to hold his body up, show it to Ramses, drop it, sheath the sword, pull the halberd back out. Well, Ramses is down, actually, so and he notices that and he just goes, "Pity." Drops Aaron's body, and then he's going to turn to Amaryllis. And he's going to use his movement. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, and he has 35 feet of movement. He's going to get right next to Amaryllis. He's going to run up and just be like, "Really? You're the king they're fighting for?
Don't get too close.
Maybe I shouldn't have missed your son on purpose. Next time, I won't. And he's gonna wink at you, and
See ya
then
next time, mister.
and that's his turn because.
Oh, wink at me. Excuse me.
So that is Draco's turn. He's not looking great though, honestly. You got so... If you had hit that last attack, you probably would have beat him, Jake. But...
I also just realized I have multiple healing potions in my inventory that I forgot about. So, you know,
And now it is Krios. I need a death save. Whew, this is coming down to the wire, guys.
What's up? That's what's up.
It's up to Thea and Amaryllis.
that die fell on the floor.
Honor the cock. That counts as cocked.
Oh, fuck it.
It's an 18.
You pass. And that's your turn. Next.
I have Undying Flame.
Okay.
At 6th level, the soul. When a creature within 60 feet of you makes a successful death saving throw, you can expend 1 usage of Bardic Inspiration as a reaction. That creature immediately stands up and gains hit points equal to the Bardic Inspiration die plus your Bard level.
Who are you using it? Who are you using it on?
Krios, right now.
That's maybe lightheaded.
Okay.
Krios, who just made his save.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
So,
and actually, I got the
hold on.
initiative. I got the initiative order backwards. Amaryllis goes before Krios, so Amaryllis does this. Yeah, do your roll your Bardic Inspiration die to see says he gets 50, and you guys are level 14, correct?
Yeah.
14 plus whatever you roll, that's what Krios will get back.
7.
So he gets 21 HP back, and Krios, you are up, and you have your full turn now. You wake up on the battlefield. You see Amaryllis next to you. You see Varvara lying on the ground before you. You see as Raikhan's face is glaring at Grigor, as Tyros is struggling to hold that mouth open. And you have options of what you can do. Varvara's down. Grigor's not looking much better. And Amaryllis almost looks like she's about to pass out, as does Thea. Everyone, and Ramses also. It's just you and Amaryllis and Grigor that are up. But also, Draco has his halberd mid-swing on Amaryllis. And you see that. So you have a decision to make here. Who do you attack?
Oh, we'll get to attack.
Do telekinetic shit.
But you do also have you still have some sorcery points left. Because you've only used 4.
Yeah. Never mind. Stop talking.
Can I? Would I be able to, perchance, quicken spell, lay on hands?
I'll allow it for use of an additional sorcery point.
I'll take that bet. Yeah, for sure. So Krios is going to. I'll burn 3. Full 25 lay on hands pool is going to Bavar. And he's going to see his friend down, and he's going to be like, up. We got work to do. And he's just going to put all that he has in the pool there to get Bavar back up and ready to go.
That's good.
So what about wakes up, I assume?
Yeah, you're up with 25
Okay.
hit points. And you'll have your
What
full
happened?
turn.
Krios, you're alive!
I skipped. You know what? Tyros' whole turn is going to be trying to hold that mouth open still. He succeeds, and he's like,
You say-
and he's got it like wide open now, and he's like, hey, could somebody like shoot something in this guy's throat?
That's you, boo.
This man is just fucking strongman competitioning this shit. That's what he's here for. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt your turn, but I forgot I skipped Tyros again.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm thinking and stressing and sweating at the same time, so I'm still kind of like processing.
Sorry, did you say 25 healing points?
Yeah.
Am I getting back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now remember, Raikhan does not have his reaction or any legendary actions left.
Oh,
Let me
thank
just
God.
And pretty much all of you except for Thea and Ramses are before him.
All right, so Krios is going to. Let me see distance. What we got distance-wise? How's Raikhan looking again?
Not great! Both him and, Draco looks worse.
Draco does look worse. I hate
Eh.
this so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Narratively, this is great, but also stressful in the moment. Krios is going to. Damn, I don't really have the.
I picked the best music for this fight.
Do you have like some kind of cone type spell? No, that
I
would
do, but I
hit
can do a
Amaryllis.
lot of damage. I could probably if I could hit. What's his man's name? Not Grandpa.
Draco.
The other one. Draco.
Draco.
If I can hit Draco twice, I am positive I could kill him. But I cannot reach him. And I just used the bonus action to quicken spell for that lay on hands.
Is
Hey, if
Tyra
I
can
still
push
in
you?
the mouth? Is
If
Tyra
we-
still in
Actually,
his
if-
mouth?
Wait.
If we gotta like roll around to
Draco was on the other side. I'm sorry. Because he ran around. No,
I have 35 movement.
he's 35 feet away from you. You have 30 feet of movement. You can get
Oh,
there.
say less. I'm on his ass. Oh my god, I'm there. Once Krios has gotten up and he's getting their hands full to Alovar,
Just boop.
and he sees Draco just sort of trying, I don't know, this with his shtick and standing in front of Amaryllis, he's going to just beeline over, scimitars in hand, and he's going to take a swing with the sword of. Yeah, no, fuck it. Scimitar Godfrey, fuck it. Yeah, no, fuck it.
Heck
We're gonna roll with that one.
I like to think Amaryllis sees him coming, but like just out the corner of his eye, and is just like, "You laid hands on my son. You will never do that again."
All right, Krios, roll to hit. His shield is still up.
He's fucked. It's a nat 20.
Yo, okay, never mind. Fuck his 28 AC or 27 AC.
Yes.
Oh my days. Okay.
Now remember, you don't get the extra damage that you would against Raikhan with a sword because he's not a
Right,
fiend
right.
or dragon.
All right, so roll for slashing. Okay, that is a 14 total. That's post the double for the crit. And then I'm going to pump a supernova. Fuck it, 4th level smite into that one. No, I'm not. He's a retort, right?
Yeah. And he
Yeah,
hasn't
fuck
used his
that.
reaction. Ooh, you're lucky you remembered. I was about to be like, all right, you take him out, but he does 50 damage to you.
Just kidding.
I am so glad you remembered that.
Oh, that was almost really.
Kriya's like, I got this moment. Oh, fuck, I'm down again.
Okay. And then he's gonna take a second swing with the sword of wounding. Okay. Let's see. Please, gods above. Okay, let's go. This one doesn't hit. This is an unnatural 20.
That does not hit. But how much damage did you do with the first attack?
First attack was just straight piercing. So what was that? 13, I said, or 14?
14?
Yeah.
That is exactly how much HP he had. You slice through him with the scimitar, and you slice his other arm off as his halberd falls to the ground, and he doesn't even. And then you impale him through the heart. Do you say anything to him as you kill him?
You were unimpressed before. I couldn't care less what you think, and I still don't care now. Sit, dog. And then I just pull the sword out and let him fall.
He holds his chest with his platinum arm, and he just reaches into his own chest and does something before falling leaning forward towards where Brutus's body was. And as he dies, he just goes, Brutus, I'm sorry. As everything fades and turns, and a platinum flame engulfs his entire body. And you see his soul rise up with Brutus's, and they are whisked towards, weirdly, the Empire of Heracus' capital direction. And the arm is left, holding a heart. And the heart is on flame too. And Krios, I need a dex save.
I was gonna blow up like a grenade.
An arm,
Yes,
you
a
say?
Bomb heart? What is that?
Stop it.
You said a deck save?
Yeah, Bahamut is detonating his heart.
I hate that.
But it's specific. How much?
Oh, it's another unnatural 20.
You pass, so you'll take half of 20 damage down to 10. Radiant damage in the face.
This is
But
a fun
he's
game
fine.
for playing.
But then and then the arm fades as well. And all that is left is a locket with a picture of him and a young boy with black hair, a young human boy sitting on his shoulder. They're both smiling. On one side, on the other side, a picture of a young little wormling getting head pats. Actually, no, getting bacon. Getting fed pocket bacon.
Let me guess, it's made of glass too. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So with that, Draco is dead.
I'm sad to leave. Oh.
And is that Krios' turn?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
All right. After Krios, it is Amaryllis. You are now free. Tyros is like, Your Majesty, please do the thing.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so much pressure. Okay, that's fine.
Go big. I'm saying go big.
Yeah.
Okay. So many minor wisdom saves. So I'm worried about. Okay, it's fine. We're going to.
I know you've got some big spells that are just like saving throws that do a lot of damage.
I know. Okay.
I know you avoid fire, but I know you got something else in there.
I'm avoiding fire. Okay. We are going to. Oh, okay. Let's change my plans.
He's the only enemy left.
We're going to. Oh, that's the wrong map. Okay. He's going to hover right over in front of him. Enough to be 10 feet in front of, away from everybody else. Move it, buddy. And I'd like to imagine his eyes are still just void black, and not the mouth. Tyros is up there. He's right in front of that chest, just right at his grandpa's stupid mug, and invokes the arms of Hadar. And so, just tendrils just burst everywhere from him. And I need a strength saving throw.
So as you do this, you can see in the heart, melded to Raikhan's heart, is your father.
You!
And he is... As soon as you see his eyes, Raikhan lets you in on what is happening. Your father's blood is the source of the petrification curse. He's been using your own father to curse your family.
And he's just more mad.
And that's a natural 1 on the strength save.
Beautiful. Then we casting that at level 7. So you will take 31 damage.
As you do this, you do the arms. You guys see Amaryllis yell out as his blonde hair, perfect hair, turns inky black. As the arms of Vidar reach up and they start pulling Raikhan, and they tear off one wing, they tear off another. They tear his jaw apart. And one of the hearts reach in and grabs and crushes the heart. And you see your father's buddy get crushed as well. And he smiles. He's been alive. He never died. He's been alive all this time. And he just looks at you and just says, I'm so proud of you. As he is crushed by your arms of Hadar, and the curse is broken with this. You feel a shockwave go throughout all, not just of Talanis, all of Alovar. Meaning, and I'm going to just say this now, your son is cured. The Queen of Alhalan is cured. Ulroth is cured. And as this crush happens, Raikhan's body turns into the same platinum flames. And they don't explode, they shoot at you, Amaryllis. I need one final dex saving throw, unless Krios wants to use his reaction for anything. Or Cyrillus.
Fucking counterspell, brother. What?
This can be counterspelled, but you will have to roll at an 8th level.
Do it.
You can.
Cyrillus?
You have.
Cyrillus?
Oh, and yes, Thea's mother is also cured. I forgot we revealed that. Yes.
Listen, I was like, wait a minute.
Nah, she died. I'm just kidding.
God, Dad.
Well, you said at 8th level?
Yeah.
I only have 6th level spell slots.
Oh,
Which means you'll have to roll.
Oh, okay.
So you mean it's cast at 3rd level or 6th, your choice. If you cast at 6th, then you only have to you can add +6 to your roll, like plus your spellcasting modifier. If you plus 3, I'm sorry. So
plus 3.
if you roll at 3rd level, you add your spellcasting modifier to the roll, and you have to beat an 18. If you cast at 6th level, you add your spellcasting modifier +3. That's how I do it.
So like your spell attack modifier?
Yeah.
Okay, so mine's +9.
So all you need, if you roll at 3rd level, all you need is a 9 to beat this.
But if I roll at a 6, I'll be like more secure, right?
Yeah, because then you'll only need a 6.
Okay. All right, we'll do a 3rd level.
If you pick now to get,
Weird.
if you can pick now to get a nat 1,
If I did, I would cry. I would cry and I'd throw
I have
up.
a weird thing that since I'm still connected to Krios and then a couple of other people through my telekinetic thingy majig, I can't remember the exact name for it. Could I use my other 4 psionic dice to like channel some good energy and be like, you got this, and like give them like 1 extra point
you can give him no, but you
on the
can
die because
no,
we're connected for 8 hours.
no, but you can give him advantage.
Okay, there we go. I was like
Yeah.
anything, and I'll use the rest of my psionic die.
I just gotta say, like, even before we do like the Stars Wish at the end of this, I love the teamwork tonight. Like, this has been such a joy to watch.
I'll say the first roll is an 18.
You pass, and you counter. The fires shoot up into the sky and just burn away, and the fires that are currently burning all of Silvaron cease, and the Draconic Horde, you see them all fly into the sky to a point where they block out the sky, and they start flying back towards the mountains in the north. They are retreating. You have defended Silvaron. And I'm going to say for roleplay purposes, as you're doing this, you're going to hate me for this. You just hear Aaron just, well done, as he rolls his head to the side and passes on.
Well, hang on now.
hang on.
Hang on now.
Hang on.
You would,
We had 1 failure.
there's options. There's options.
Does Ramses get in the next 30, 45 seconds? Does Ramses get upped by anybody?
Cyrillus will be casting cure mass wounds. Like,
So, Ramses, you are up, and you see, right, like, Aaron... Oh, okay, we'll give this. Aaron is smiling, and you can see the life about to leave his eyes
Well,
as he's reaching up towards Loft to pet her goodbye. So what do you...
I mean, even listen. You said he dies. Ramses will go over to him, and with his last 3rd level spell slot, as he just kind of staggers over, pulls out a small diamond, and holds it to Aaron's chest, and just says, "Not yet, kid," and we'll cast Revivify.
All right, so the way Revivify works in my world is you only get 2 per soul. Yeah, so Aaron's never been called back from the dead before, but you do still have to call them back and get them to want to come back. What do you say to Aaron outside of this? Because I'm going to end up, Aaron is seeing Ulrich. Wandy's sitting there smiling in the background as Ulrich offers a hand to him. But he hears Ramses' voice. What more does Ramses say?
Ramses says, "Your friends will be there when your time has come. But right now the world still has need of your bravery. Come back to us and continue the fight that they could not continue."
Roll me persuasion with advantage.
Is it against myself? Can I decide what the DC is?
No. He's an NPC. As soon as combat ended, he became an NPC.
You son of a bitch. Dirty 20.
He reaches for Ulrich's hand at first, but then he hears that and he pulls it back, and Ulrich smiles and just says, "Good. I would hate to see my last friend stop fighting. My dearest." And Ulrich gives him a little kiss on the forehead. And Wandy just goes, "Hey, can you make sure people keep buying my glass, please? I would really like that." Aaron's.
Yeah.
And Aaron is pulled back into his body, just... And since we're going to have a conversation between us, all roleplay here, he just goes, "Well, I guess I'm still needed. Well done, Ramses."
Ramses is like visibly frustrated, but he helps Aaron up. Just kind of puts a hand on his shoulder, and he goes, "It's an honor to fight next to you. Well done."
Well done.
Just,
If I did not do well. If I did well, Draco would have stopped, and Brutus would still be here. Wait. And he looks and sees Brutus's body is gone, and so is Draco's. That damned god takes everything, doesn't he?
if we measure ourselves by our failures, we will never be anything.
Well, it seems I must keep fighting and work for redemption, then. He's going to pat you on the shoulder and walk over and pick up the locket. And tears are going to start falling from his cheeks, and he's going to close it and just put it around his neck. And he's going to go up and pet Loft. He's like, I will report to Captain Sigurd. See what the wardens will be doing. And on behalf of the wardens, you fought magnificently, Ramses. I can't offer you a place, but I'm sure my commanders would be more than willing to consider you among the wardens.
We will see what the future holds.
There's a little fist bump on your chest, and he goes, now it seems your friends need you. Amaryllis and Cyrillus, your father's body is still physically there, lying on the ground.
Grandpa gone, or is he like...
Oh, he gone. He's burned away.
Oh, man, I was... Okay, well...
Well, he's burning away. His head is still there, but it's burning away.
Okay, because Amaryllis, like, as he's lowering down, wants to be like... One last little... This jerk. Basically tell him that, you know... Once... Our family tried to erase you. And this time, I assure you, now that you've been reduced to nothing but a whisper, your name will fade on the wind, and soon you will be nothing. I will erase your name from the book, for sure.
Not even my son will know who you are. That's what you deserve.
No response.
Cyrillus couldn't give a shit less. Cyrillus is with their dad, like immediately. That's
And your father is still just lying there, body, eyes white, gone. His body's still there.
This is concerning that somehow he was. Blood is the cause of paralysis, but I'll look into that. Note it later.
Like we heard all of that, right? Like,
Yeah.
That was the cause. Even though it's like good, great, everybody's unpetrified. Thea like immediately is like walking towards Cyrillus and their father as well, and like in her mind she is like, why is this going on? But out loud she's gonna like offer like soothing words to Cyrillus as she kind of walks over, and she's like, can you do anything to help or ease anything that might be left over?
Cyrillus is gonna take a minute. And by that I mean like half a beat. And look up and say, no, but thank you. We need to get his body home.
Can it be moved? I don't know what's going on here. But
Cyrillus is going to look at her and just be like, you know about as much as I do, so we'll find out together, shall we?
Hey, listen, she doesn't know. Should we?
All right.
She like this is kind of looking towards everybody who's around as well now. Should we take the tooth with us? You know, venom, snakes, things of that nature.
A trophy?
Sure, that.
Am I aware of any kind of anatomy of this dragon that might be of use within this tooth?
Just his venom.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that in there.
Yeah.
Feels important to have.
I'm sure.
Tyros, okay.
I'm sure some.
Tyros is just laying there going,
Venom.
woo! Good job, Your Majesty.
I'll give him 20 points of lay on hands.
You know, Grigor's gonna stumble over to Varvara, and he's a little bit healed, and he's just gonna look at her and just go, please do not ever do that again.
You can't tell me what to do. And then she's going to pull him in and give him a nice, big, passionate kiss. And then step back and just admire his beauty.
He, as soon as that pulls away, he just goes, I cannot wait to marry you.
I'm sorry. Did you just say that?
And instead of his usual, like, kind of like, oh, what? No, he just goes, looks deep in the eye, like, puts his two fingers like on your chin like this. He goes, yes.
Is that a proposal?
Let me do it better later.
I'll be waiting. And she'll give him a smooch on the cheek. And kind of like step away from him while like tracing her hand against his hand, and then look at Krios and kind of check in with him.
Speaking of,
Are you okay?
before we do Krios, Ramses, because I have something for Krios, so I'm so sorry. Tally rubs her head against yours, Ramses. As a little tear falls, and she just telepathically, thank you. And your bond is now, you have forever, or until she is dies or you dies, which this is your mount.
Ramses has conflicted feelings about that. I think, and if they're telepathically connected, I think she picks up on it's not. There's not any kind of resentment or unhappiness with this. There is happiness, but she definitely can feel his. It's like he doesn't want to be happy about it.
She doesn't say anything. She just continues to rub her cheek against yours. Yeah. And at this point, Krios, you have aided your lord. You have protected him. You have made sure he and his sister are safe. You've slain the being that, well, at least for your lord, is the source of all his problems. You still, part of your mind, you knew Radamix fled from that assassination attempt. And you still feel that in the back of your mind. But also you feel a sense of unease and you don't know why. And you do get a sending from Radamix.
Ah, bastard. Sorry.
Too bad. Couldn't stop me. And my partner just took care of a little business in the palace. Goodbye, Lord Halakir. And immediately, you get a sense of dread in your heart. What do? And you see Varvara like kind of looking up at you like, hey!
I would say for Krios, I don't know. There is worry, for sure, but I think more than anything, there is anger. He is just fought alongside his dearest companions. He saw his best friend get downed. He was downed in combat, fighting this dragon. His king was threatened. He is exhausted, and then to be tasked by this troglodyte of a prince that he is taking care of business. He is so mad because the last thing, or rather not last thing, the one thing that Radamix has not done is face Krios. He is a rat, coward. And that is how Krios thinks of him. And so Krios is just mad. He is enraged. When Varvara comes over to check in with him, like she can see or feel, maybe if I could flavor this, as she's approaching, like the space close to Krios is very cold. It's just very cold, and there's maybe like a bit of frost kind of like about him, but it's not like it's like the reverse of like being hot when you're angry. Just with the state of his magic, he's like frigid to the touch.
At this moment, one of the Radiant Sky Wardens flies down, and it is Captain Sigurd, Alovar. And he goes, you guys might want to go back to the palace right now. The dragons have retreated, but... And he starts flying back on his dragon. He's flying back to the palace.
You couldn't get a ride.
If you want, Krios, you could jump on.
I think Krios would say, take me now.
He pulls Krios on, flies him back. Does anyone else jump on Ramses' griffin, maybe? Or...
Before I do, can I investigate my dad's body before it gets taken from me? And
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Assume Amaryllis might want to do just in case. That's only a 5, so
We'll
I guess...
we'll have you guys...
Wait. Oh,
His
man.
body is just, like, completely melded with what this heart was. Like, his body basically didn't even really exist. It was just... He became one with Raikhan, essentially. Still conscious, still seeing everything Raikhan did, but unable to stop him.
No.
So you saved your father from that torment by killing Raikhan.
The irony. The irony.
Ugh.
I hate it.
Do you guys have anything to say about that while Krios heads back to the palace?
Thea's examining the tooth and is trying to kind of collect any useful material from it that she can pocket in this moment.
I think the only
Ramses-
thing Amaryllis would say is, like, in a state of shock, is just, where's mom?
Oh, you guys had her body. She died.
Oh, okay.
She did.
Okay.
No. You had her. You guys thought your dad was eviscerated. Because that's what Amaryllis told you.
Ramses was over there with Thea at the tooth, and he's like about to start talking to her, and then Krios flies off, and so he'll like look at Thea and just be like, "We need to talk," and then we'll hop on Tally, and just sort of vaguely gesture to and see who takes the offer.
Hey, Thea, you should probably go.
I am, and she's gonna be like, "Can we get this whole tooth on there as well?"
Can Tally carry the three of us and the tooth?
Yeah.
Okay, then yes.
Bet.
So, Amaryllis, do you guys have any last minute little roleplay bits before I pan over to Krios, Ramses, and Thea?
Maybe just saying, like, did you feel that?
Our
Need to
boy
see.
will be home.
I just see the chat about the rat prince. Oh man. Let's go see my son.
Let's go see Ren. And that's it.
Okay.
Someone get Tyros a freaking ride back.
He's like, I'm good. Just give me a minute. I'll hang out with the buff lady and her shiny boyfriend.
I gave him 20 hit points. I don't know.
He's just laying on the ground. He's just decompressing, man. He was in a dragon's mouth for like a solid 30 seconds.
Valid.
Tyros, make sure that this body gets back to the palace.
Yes, sir. So, as you go, we're gonna end the session with this little bit of roleplay. Krios, you fly down. We got a little bit. So, and Ramses and Thea are right behind you, and you see, and the king is restored, and he's sitting on his throne, just catching his breath. But at his feet, you see a body. As you get closer, the dread sets in. You see the somehow now gray-skinned, but not stone, just like still flesh, soulless eyes, throat-slit body of your father. And there's a blood trail leading away from the body, if anyone would like to investigate that. See ya! But your father, and he's lying there, and he's holding his hand to his chest as there's a hole in his chest as well. And he's got a piece of paper on it. Like, in his hand.
Krios is going to like drop to his knees, and he's going to not say a word. He's just gonna stare for a bit, and he'll pick up the note.
Before that, Thea, investigation?
I'm following the blood.
I'm following Thea.
18 in total.
So, you... This could be weird to say, but you're experienced with decoding whose blood is whose because of your history.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen this
For
blood
sure.
before. This is Talus's blood.
This isn't... She picks up her pace and runs after the trail.
This is what?
The trail leads to a used up teleportation stone from El Halan. Putting two to two together, and Ramses, you now notice that you remember when the spear went through the assailant and it dodged really quickly. Your brain clicks. Talus created an illusion that looked like someone wielding your spear to pretend that he was defending the prince when he was actually one of the two assassins.
Are you fucking kidding me? Sorry.
That he has killed Krios' father now. And he used a weapon you wrecked the wound. He is who has your old spear. Your old cursed spear. He is Prince Radamix's partner.
This son of a... I'm gonna crush him.
So you two realize this.
Zach! He's...
And Krios the
You know
note.
what I mean,
Oh, I'm sorry. Let them.
Ramses. Know what this entails. Yes, or... Not to sound rude when I say it like this, but you need me to fill in the gaps.
No offense taken. There are gaps that do need filling, but all I know is they all need to die.
Obviously, you can't repeat this. There's nobody around us, right? It's just Ramses and I.
Nope, everyone's more focused on the throne room.
Perfect.
Makes sense.
The prince, if he can not be reasoned with, he is not to...
I had my doubts when Krios told me he was an agent of Tyrax. No longer.
Our queen knows what must be done.
Thea,
So,
I need to be completely honest with you. I don't give a fuck what the queen wants anymore.
entirely fair. You just won't have a royal family after you if you're the one who finds Prince Radamix, is all. It's wide open, regardless of...
Yes. Manners are gone.
I understand. But, do know that, thanks to today, I suppose my suspicions of you are put to rest for now, mind you. Thank you for your assistance today.
He still looks absolutely pissed off, but he kind of smiles and does like a very sarcastic bow and goes, I am honored to have reassured you.
Yes. Come on.
So Krios, your father, in this little note that you can now see his fingers covered in blood. He wrote this in his blood as he was dying. Is not who killed him. It's not what happened. It is a note simply telling you. It says, Krios, I don't have a lot of time. Just know that no father ever had a better son. No lord had a better heir. No kingdom a better general. I love you more than the entire world of Alovar and everything in it. And that will never stop. Though I will be gone, I will always be watching you. And please, take care of your mother. Do not consume yourself with vengeance, just live. And above all, my last order, be happy. And then as the Y trails off and happy, as you can tell that's when he died. He made sure to live long enough to write that note to you before dying. Would you like to Arcana check the wound on his neck?
Yes, I would. And as Krios reads that note, it's just tears are hitting the paper. As he's just like holding that and shaking his hands. But yeah, I'll roll for the Arcana check to see what's up with that wound of his. That is add to my Arcana. Okay.
Can we?
It's a 22.
So, the wound made by this weapon you know about from legend. About 100 years ago, or not 100, about 25 years ago, there was a group of adventurers on the continent of Riviera who stopped and defeated the Lord of Flame Dragons, Arcos. He had a weapon simply known as the Axe of Separation. What this axe did was separate bodies from their souls when they were killed, to a point where Revivify did not work. The axe was destroyed and made into several smaller weapons, and those weapons were supposed to be safeguarded, one on each continent.
Paul.
And on Talanis, the weapon was a dagger, in the safekeeping of the Empire of Heracus, as far as you knew. That dagger slit your father's throat. And who keeps the vaults of the kingdom of Heracus but Lord Christoph Berkeley's? So it seems Talus was lying to you all those times he swore that he did not truly work for Lord Berkeley's. Talus earned your trust, earned your friendship even, and slew your father, using a weapon of legend. But you know what this means. Your father cannot be brought back. At least not in this body. So at this point, I'll let you react to that. How does Krios react to this knowledge?
As his tears are like flowing, as he's like, because he's doing this and he's still crying, like he's conflicted enough, like I have to be strong and figure this out because we are not safe. There is still danger afoot, and he's still trying to mourn his father. And as he's like digesting this information, the tears on his face start to like freeze. He looks crazy right now. If you were to look in his face, his just watery tears freezing over to ice, just stuck to his face. And he's looking at this note, and he's becoming more frantic. And he'll turn to the group and say, "It's the fucking Berkeleys."
As you say this is when everyone kind of starts to walk in, and time seems to slow as you're about to say this, and you hear Godfrey. Forget anything I said before. You will kill this rat. And I will be your weapon. And your sword is going to get some bonuses, specifically when fighting Talus and the Bergleys and Radovix.
Amazing.
And then time comes back, and as Amaryllis, Cyrillus, Varvara, they all walk in, and you guys all see the scene, but Amaryllis, you see Krios' father dead, but you also see your son catching his breath on his throne. And before we do that, Krios, your mother walks in. She was fighting with the regular soldiers, and she just drops her axe to the ground. And she just runs past you and just, like, crumples over your father's body and just places her head at his chest and just starts crying. Like, wailing, screaming.
Krios will go over to console her. He won't say a word, but he'll just be there and hope that she knows that he is there.
And Cyril, now we'll go to Cyrillus and Amaryllis, as your son is just... What the fuck? Father?
He's just gonna give him a big hug
Auntie,
kind of pull away from what's happening.
Auntie Seer? What is... He's like, I was stone. Is that all real? Did that all happen?
It all happened.
And he just hugs both of you really tight. Shit, where's my wife? Is she safe?
She's
She's in bed.
fine. We will take you right to her. Because a lot is happening, and I need you to breathe and process in real time.
Okay. So as you guys lead him away, Krios, you are there. Varvara, you walk in and see Krios' father, and his skin is like... And Krios, you're getting to touch your father. His skin is like... It's like soggy.
Ew. Sorry.
And like just bloated.
Krios will turn to Thea. Thea's in the room.
She's got a little notepad and is like jotting things down
Can you
in a
check?
totally chill way. Sorry. This isn't meant to be rude. It could be completely relevant. I'm sorry. You look like you're going to say something. I apologize. This is awful. Continue. And she's like still jotting. Sorry.
These are strange times. I want you to check the wound. Please.
Yes. I'm hoping that I might be able to connect some dots and then see both of our patients is a bad odd word, but the others who were petrified as well. This could be linked together, but yes. And Thea is writing down everything that she is seeing, smelling. She will also like place her hand on the body to kind of feel to see if it's still feels like stone, even though it looks soggy and bloated. You know what I mean? Like she knows what to look for, essentially.
Obviously, this wasn't intentional for Thea, but as soon as she pushes her hand in a little pressure, his skin just like caves in.
Oh.
And your mother, like where her head is, his like chest is like, it seems like his bones are rotting quicker than they should. Because without a link to a soul, a body does not last long. Even if the body is dead, if it is still linked to a soul, it'll decompose at a normal rate. When a weapon of separation is used on a body, it months of decay in hours.
This is I'm sorry. It once I know everything, I will be able to I won't be able to do anything. We won't be able to do anything. And I Do you know what this is? Do you know what's going on? Krios.
Before he could say anything, your mother just raises her hand and she just looks at all of you and she goes, I don't care what this is. You find who did this and you tear their head from their shoulders, Krios Halakir.
there is no doubt. I will kill General Berkeley's.
She just nods, tears streaming down her face like snot, and she just goes, Krios, if you and your friends could leave me for a moment.
Yes. I understand.
Theo will take lead from Krios and follow Krios without speaking anymore.
Ramses, all you see is the chest wound was definitely made by your weapon. Your old weapon. And the dagger... So, with that, you can tell Ramses that he was killed by your weapon. The dagger was just a little extra cruelty towards Krios and his family. And you all are led out. You all walk out of the room. Amaryllis and Zerlis take the king to his quarters, and that's where we're ending the episode. So next episode we will have some roleplay before everyone returns to the Empire to figure out to confront General Berkeley's and possibly see where Amaryllis falls into all of this. That being said, everyone, please, if you enjoyed this episode, this incredibly well roleplayed, if I may say, by my players here, and well combated session of Gleaming Wildfire, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you want to see more TTRPG content, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.